ready, yes? Alright, let's go.
We're going.
Alright. The camera swoops into Miranda Esper's studio. She is in her Macarla Mistress of Midnight outfit, and she says, "Hello and welcome to another offbeat melody. It's all gone to the birds, my friends, for while our heroes have helped reunite their serpentine pal Monosyllabic Chuck with his partner in crime Rhonda Rugged, the reunion has also lured an alien monstrosity from another universe to pursue them. A well-intentioned spell inadvertently solidified the monster's connection to our world, and now our heroes are in a race against time to get reinforcements in hopes of preventing this monster from killing their scaly friends. Will they succeed? I don't know. It is, as we say, written in the loom of fate. Speaking of which... So, Isaac, you stand before God.
Uh-huh.
You are...
Oh, boy.
You are currently held tenderly in the long metal needles of a giant mechanical being, possibly planet-sized, who currently has a section of its enormous, hard-to-grasp form resculpted to vaguely resemble a humanoid feminine form, and has picked you up all the way at the edge of the known fucking universe and asked you wanted to speak with me?
Isaac is appropriately whelmed. He's kind of shocked, speechless for a few moments. He's just trying to... I guess he's just really trying to comprehend everything, because this is a lot for someone who's, immortal. But,
on the plus side, she seems patient.
Yeah. Patient as a spider in its web. Yes, I've been wanting to speak with you for so long, but I've been terrified.
She nods, in an attempt at conveying understanding. But at the same time, she's a giant robot lady made out of needles, growing out of even more giant, vaguely spidery abomination made out of needles. So, it's not necessarily effective.
Right. Isaac just kind of takes a breath to calm himself and goes, I guess the most immediate thing that I need to ask you is, how do we defeat the Supreme Authority's minions, and how do we keep him from trying to encroach?
She scrutinizes you for a second with her eyes, which, it's impressive how the needles have interlocked in there to make an orb, with a hole for a pupil, no less. And it seems like she's having trouble thinking of the words. Like, this isn't just you struggling with communication. You kill them. Does that help?
I don't mean to laugh, but that's... Alright, that's straightforward. Do you know if me or my allies have the capability of killing them?
Their seams are not from my veil. pull their threads. There
I
is one in your
understand.
number who is gifted with one of my needles. She can help you.
She was why I wanted to speak to you.
She looks at you considerately, intrigued by that suggestion.
I didn't choose to be taken by you, and neither did she, but I'm asking now, is there a way to free her from your influence? Can the needle be mine like it was supposed to be from the beginning?
She watches you for a moment, and you're not sure what she's thinking. Partly because she has a giant face made out of shards of metal, but also because she just has a very inscrutable expression etched on that face made of shards of metal. But she did choose. She picked up the needle. She asked for its help. And she delights in her new purpose.
She doesn't understand her purpose. I've tried to speak with her about you, but it's like you've stitched something over her eyes where she can't even see what's happening right in front of her. I mean no disrespect, but that's not something you should do.
One of her needles, very, very lightly, slides over your chest and plucks at your shirt and pulls it open to reveal your stitching. I sewed this world out of thread. I stitched all of you together. None of you asked for me to do so, but I did it because I knew you would be beautiful when you came together. He understands in the way that matters. And her needle very, very lightly brushes your stitches. And she says very quietly, I am sorry that I pulled you apart. It was an accident, you know. You must understand. I did not expect that when I made this world, someday the things I made will put me back into it. Can you imagine if you made a painting and some of the people in the painting grabbed you by the wrist and dragged you in, tried to make you do their bidding to control your brushstrokes?
I understand, and I don't blame you for what happened. I understand that. I've killed to prevent myself from being imprisoned myself.
But I'm sorry that you got in the way. I did not mean to split you, or to tie your thread into this. I thought perhaps you would choose the needle, but that's not how it worked out. But she has made her choice, and she does appreciate it. She is fulfilled by it.
I'll admit she has become a very powerful person, just even beyond your influence. She's haven't known her long, but I'm kind of proud to see what she's become.
And she smiles, which is only vaguely unsettling when her teeth are razor-sharp shards of metal. You see, I pull the threads, but you make them shine. I will not settle for these interloping thread pullers to ruin my creation. If you feel the need, ask me and I will pull some threads in your favor as I have done before. And talk to my dear girl and get her to help you.
There's one other threat beyond this current one that I don't know if you know about, but Spindle. They're doing something with your threads. I know it, but I don't know what they're doing. And the man in charge, if he even is a man anymore, what are they doing with the threads, and what is their connection to the lathe of creation?
You see perhaps the most terrifying thing you could see on a god's face, which is confusion and a little bit of panic.
His touch crumbled one of your threads.
I do not know. You must understand, I have made everything, but there is so much to it. Some of the details are beyond even my sight. There are so many threads to look after. It's why I need help from people like you, and like Julie, and Carly, and Melas. Because you
people to go in and correct the snarls.
People who see on the level I cannot. I am here, and she gestures, not only with the 2 humanoid arms, but with the many, many spidery legs that come from her mass. This is what I was meant to see. But you are down there, and you can see the details that my eyes miss. If you will be my eyes, I will do what I can to aid you in what you see. Do we understand each other, Isaac?
I think so. I've got to be the thing that protects the bearer of the needle and guides their hand so they don't harm anything. I have to become, forgive the pun, but I have to become a thimble.
Yes. And as she says that, one of her fingers goes up your shirt and suddenly the buttons reassemble themselves and the shirt is back on you. As if never been split. Thank you, Isaac. It is such a beauty to behold what you create. Would you like to go back now?
There's so many things I could ask, but yes, I'm ready to go back.
You can ask them later. I will always be here. And slowly you feel the world rise back up around you, and you are back with your friends as if you had never left.
So, from our perspective, what happened? Nothing?
For like a split second, Isaac zoned out. It's like in Persona 5 when you come out of the Velvet Room and Ryuji's like, "What were you doing there, buddy? You were just staring out for space for a couple minutes."
Anyway,
Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Wait, what was that, Vincent? What was that about the moon?
The moon is not made of cheese. However, there is a city of tyromancers on the dark side of it.
Or are they made of cheese?
Tyromancers, divining the future through the art of cheese making.
Oh, so that's what drove the Nazis from the moon base.
That and the moon spiders.
Moon spiders.
Yes, there is an ancient alliance between the tyromancers and the moon spiders.
But were there sexy moon people?
No, all the tyromancers were quite, how to say, wrinkly.
Fuck! What's even the point? No sexy moon people, no cheese!
So moon spiders and cheese mancers drove the Nazis from the moon.
Quite? What's a Nazi?
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm not explaining that one.
Creature?
Like an
Oh,
imperialist
yeah.
Britishman, but this time we recognize they're awful.
Oh.
In the background, Isaac just throws up a little bit.
Oh no! Oh.
I didn't realize they were that disgusting.
You know the massacres of native peoples around the world by imperialist forces?
Unfortunately.
Imagine that, but on an industrialized scale and done to certain minority groups in Europe.
Oh.
It's what happened after the fall of the Persian Empire. Long story. Isaac looks like he has a major headache.
Isaac, are you alright?
You're right.
Since you're still talking about the moon, I'm guessing not much time passed.
No, it was a very brisk conversation.
I just talked with the Weaver.
What?
What?
Okay.
Sigourney?
You what?
Isaac actually laughed at that. It's like, no, I haven't. I haven't talked to Sigourney Weaver in years since I saw her at that con.
Oh, I have an autograph from her somewhere.
Both of you have talked to
too.
Sigourney Weaver?
I'm so
But
confused.
no, the
Who's
seamstress.
Sigourney Weaver?
That woman got me.
Okay.
That woman got me through puberty.
Who's on third?
Sigourney Weaver.
Is she an alchemist then?
That means
She's a famous actress of sorts.
Oh.
Oh. You know what an actress is? Benedict?
Yes, I know what an
Okay.
actress is.
Okay.
Wait,
do you?
Zoe's stage plays have existed since the Greeks. Keep up.
She throws her arms up. You know what he hasn't seen? Wait, do you know what you don't know what a movie is, do you?
I don't suppose so.
It's basically It's basically a recorded play.
Oh. That could be quite handy.
It's like photographs but moving, so it's like seeing a play, but like recorded.
We call them movers.
No, we don't. They're called movies.
I don't want to
No,
interrupt
no.
with Benedict getting caught up on modern events, but I meant to say the seamstress.
Oh.
Oh, you
Oh.
talked to God.
Yeah.
Everybody just goes, ah!
So like the actual one, and not what the Melody Pastor's playing.
Yeah.
Out of character, was he black? Did he sound like Morgan Freeman?
Oh God.
If they're so good, did you ask them why they allow bad things to happen?
Although they kind of indirectly said why. I mean, they make the thing, but it's up to the people living on the world in the world to actually make the changes. They just made it.
So they're basically like a DM in a D&D session. They can't control what the players in the world do.
No, Kaiko, they're like a person making a very beautiful quilt or a tapestry where they have all these different threads, and you can't really tell what the threads are going to be at first until you've woven them in the right spot, and then you make something beautiful. But all the minute little changes and striations of the thread are just a mystery to you because you're just this giant
Isaac's just
working
like
with
holding a
thread.
hand out to Julie, like, see my point?
Imagine everyone just like
Oh yeah,
quietly watching
Julie.
her go on this little there.
She says she wants to talk to you eventually too. She's
Oh.
proud
Alright.
of you.
So you said she, right? So is she like...
Yeah,
God's a woman.
or at least
Hot?
that's how she appeared to me.
Who's that, Julie?
Is she hot?
Oh my god. Of course, Julie.
Julie, let me just say I don't know you that personally, so I can't make that judgment for what you would find.
I don't know
Fair.
whether to be impressed or jealous.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to leave you for God.
Wow. That might actually be the most romantic thing I have ever heard.
Especially a melody.
Especially from an ex-Christian Reformed kid.
Yeah, especially a melody.
But I mean, she confirmed that the Supreme Authorities goons can be. She said flat out, kill them,
Oh.
unravel
Okay.
them. Their threads aren't of our, our reality. So
In other words,
Then-
die monster, you don't belong in this world. Or is it this
Yeah.
world doesn't belong to you?
And Julie, she said that with the needle, you're probably the best bet at erasing them.
Alright. Fight needles with needles, I guess.
Yes, that
Or
makes
like
sense.
unstitching the things that are holding their needles together. Break the seams.
She thinks about it. Yeah, I guess it would make sense, but there's got to be something holding these things together beyond just inertia.
A linchpin, if you will.
Well, more like thread.
like a puppet on string.
God damn it.
Excuse me.
I suppose it is possible that if you had, say, a quilt, that if you find the right thing and tug on it, the whole thing could come undone.
Theoretically, imagine that would work like from this perspective on any of us.
Logically.
I mean, yeah, that's how Carly described fighting monsters and other things when she was, active.
Still want to get her autograph.
And she works at the library, right?
Yeah.
Think so?
Is that just where we met her?
Well, that's where her art studio is.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna put that on
But
my
she spends a lot of
to-do
time in her art studio.
list. I'm gonna put that on my
Probably gonna
to-do
spend
list.
a lot more time now that the art fair isn't a total sham anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac's really debating telling.
Go.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
Just Isaac looks ready to say something else, but like wants to tell everyone about what he learned about Spindle and Orenberg, but he doesn't want to freak people out with the seamstress being freaked out because he's thoroughly freaked out himself.
Okay, so
It's a exponential freak out.
Also,
Isaac, are you okay?
You seem quite shaken, my man.
You're picking that things up quickly.
I don't think I've ever seen a man named Isaac have such a terrified reaction to a conversation with God.
Oh my god, man. Oh.
Wow.
Isaac looks mildly oppressed at that.
well,
God.
well, at least it's not his dad talking to God. Then that would be really
That'd be really
Yeah,
awkward.
that'd be the concerning.
Very concerning.
Oh, funny thing. My dad's actual middle name is Abraham, so that's.
Kaiko just adds another word to the fucking Pepe Sylvia board. Kill myself.
But yeah, I'm okay. It's just it's not every day you suddenly get randomly taken to go speak to the entity that killed you, brought you back, and have her confess that she literally stitched me into everyone else's lives.
What?
Isaac looks like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Aren't you at least 3 of our cousin?
I
Aren't
thought
you
it was just
already
Hal's
in-
cousin.
Yeah, but
just Hal's cousin.
Aren't you
Technically,
already
only
in
second
alliance
cousin.
then?
Technically,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's just.
Well, in my case, you already met my sister before that happened, so.
Yeah, so like.
And
I
I mean,
mean-
hell, I met her at the incident. Well, post the incident.
Yeah, and like, I don't think. I think I would have wound up living with Hal inevitably. So like, I would have been here. And
Also,
be connected.
speaking of fate, I found the map to Cadaver Cove.
You what?
What? What is
Kaiko,
going
where
on
was
right
that?
now?
Where was it?
Our boss had it. How do you think he makes all his money?
Well,
God.
okay, so that's when I actually wondered about that, how he was getting his money, but I never looked into it. This makes a lot of fucking sense.
He's been holding out on me all this time.
Love that our reaction to what a character gets his money from ghost pirate treasure is. Ah, finally, the plot makes sense.
Now let's go kill the Roadrunner made of hypodermic needles.
Listen, this makes far more sense in the Goblin universe.
I don't want to know.
You think this board is bad? The previous one was worse.
Raise up finger. Rethinks it and puts it down.
I'm sorry. Are there still goblins?
At this moment, Suki walks out of the bathroom, and as she's about to rejoin the others, there's a flash of light and a large blue portal appears, and out of it steps Christopher Lloyd in a lab coat. Suki! We have to go!
What?
It's about your kids! It's about your kids, Suki! Come on! And before she can get a word in edgewise, Christopher Lloyd drags her into the portal, and the two of them disappear.
I just want to be clear. It's not Doc Brown. It's Christopher.
It's Christopher Lloyd
It's Christopher Lloyd himself.
in a lab coat.
Dying. I'm dying.
I guess I'll just leave her to that.
I'm dying.
Is that something that often happens?
No.
Not that specifically.
Didn't you have to fend off an invasion of gingerbread men at one point? Or did I dream that?
What do you mean didn't? We're still doing that.
Oh god, it's going on. It's still going on?
Yeah,
Still going on.
that's ongoing. Yeah.
You have any idea how many times I've woken up Gullivered to the bed?
Wait a
How
minute.
many?
Is that why I keep finding gingerbread men in all the rat traps around the house?
Yes. I'm starting to look forward to it.
What?
Shame, they smell delicious, but I put poison on those traps.
I don't know whether to be curious or mortified.
Anyways, I think we should head to Mephaustus, because I'm pretty sure she has a book to bring Benedict here up to speed.
You were splitting up.
Without us condescending the poor bot.
Oh, it's not. I don't find it offensive.
We were going to split up.
However, it's probably best in the interest of time.
Oh,
Some of us are going to the mall, and where are the rest of us going?
You mentioned some other fellow using the needles?
Yeah, some of us wanted to go talk to Carly.
Was it Carly?
Yeah, Carly had the needles. She has the.
No, yeah, but we were talking last session about splitting up. I'm trying to remember what the other direction we were going was. I guess not. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong.
Oh,
I'll
we
tell you
were
this
going
much.
in.
I don't know.
We were going in two different directions. I think some of us wanted to go talk to Carly about, the giant fucking needle bird, and some
Yeah,
of the
but
rest
also
of
we
us.
probably should split up at the mall, given that there's apparently a Minotaur dressed as Paul Blart there.
Been a while since we've all been together at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
That, or we can.
Let's hit the mall.
That,
Chuck,
or this-
Rhonda, you two should probably. Well, should they stay? Because there's a giant bird monster out there.
That, or we could invoke a witching hour.
I don't. I think that would mean he'd just show up as, a Minotaur if he went there.
Also,
No.
how many uses of that do we still have?
It's your arm. You tell us.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay, yeah.
Hey, wait. Okay.
Remember, Mifal's
Oh,
shop
yeah,
isn't
that's
at
right.
the-
I have his device.
Remember, Mifal's shop isn't at the mall.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
In
is.
No.
Melody, it's between two buildings.
Yeah.
It's also
We
a
just
mall.
have to drive around in Village Melody to find it. But in reality, the mundane, this reality, we just go to the mall. Is what
So
you
our
were saying when you went there?
Scylla and Charybdis is we go to the Unbewitched Mall to visit Michelle's shop and risk running into Saul Blart. Saul Bart, I'm sorry. That's too. Saul Blart is way too close to a copyrighted character, whereas Saul Bart is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or alternatively, because of witching hours, so all the monsters in Melody can run amok for a bit, so we can go to Mifau's shop when it's in the town rather than in the mall and avoid seeing Saul Bart.
I mean, we're gonna have an encounter either way. We might as well make it a devil we know.
This
While
is
going
the,
to see a devil we know, eh?
God damn it, no.
Eh?
No.
Eh?
Is her name short for Mephistopheles?
You know?
I feel like it's more of a portmanteau of Mephistopheles and Faust, but that'd be really lazy.
But also, we don't know what the Needlebird's going to do in a witching hour. It's already got its claws sunk into our reality. I don't know if giving it a witching hour will be a good thing.
I mean, witching hours tend to make it easier for things to cross over, right? So,
We
kind of a
should just
lateral
go.
move, I guess. For
I
if it's
think
already...
we should just go to the mall.
I do want to kick that fat man's ass.
So we either fight the bird, potentially, or potentially fight a monster who's been eating children for...
Hey, Benedict, do you want to participate in the slobber knocker with us?
It means like a fight.
Oh! Quiet. It has been a moment since and he's trying to crack his back. It's been a moment since I had a good scuffle.
A good throwdown, hoedown.
And if this really is a predator of children, cracking his back, then it must be dealt with.
I mean, we were gonna do it sooner or later. We might as well just do it now, right?
Yeah.
I don't really want to
And,
give
like-
the hypergenic needlebird any ammunition.
And
I also don't want to have an angry fat man eating Lisa.
who?
That
Lisa.
Lisa.
That was your sister, right?
Yeah.
Dracula's wife?
Oh. Oh.
It's weird how she hasn't come up much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's summer camp.
So wait,
So,
are we
like-
literally gonna try to break all of the melody curses at once?
Yes.
Might as well.
Zoe
Boss
shit
run.
the eye.
Boss run. Boss run. Boss run.
I forgot to ask, and it's just sitting there. Is Harm from like a previous arc gone now, or
I'd imagine.
I generally assume you guys heal up between arcs.
okay? Because I left it there because I was not sure, so I'm just gonna take that off.
Time passes and whatnot.
If we're fighting a giant
Um,
Blartar, I'm gonna take that off if I can.
Fair.
Now, if there was harm from last session, you got to keep that.
No, it was from
You heal it.
it was from the zoo arc.
Oh, I mean, Jesus Christ, that's ages ago.
Yeah, so
Those are for the fair.
This Blartar you speak of, you say it's a minotaur?
We've
Oh,
never
the
actually
Faust-
seen it.
Mephiles
we're-
compared it to a minotaur.
And I'm gonna attempt to do a weird move. Past lives.
Oh.
Ooh.
This could go horribly wrong.
Alright.
Fine.
Well, what's that bot that controls the?
Ivari.
Oh,
I
it's,
just use it.
I don't
it's
even.
plus R space and then the dice roll.
Oh no!
It's exclamation R.
2d6.
Yeah,
You roll 2 ones.
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh! Oh no!
Take a
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Yeah, explain
What happens
past-
if
Explain past lives to me, because I've never encountered this before. What are we rolling here?
This is going to be amusing.
Previous incarnations to discover something, pose your question and roll plus weird. On a miss, past life takes over for a while.
Oh no!
uh-oh.
Ooh.
Ominous.
Oh, oh no!
Ooh, what past life are we getting?
We just
Hopefully
got,
it's
we just,
entertaining.
we just got to know you. So
Farewell. This was.
PT?
Oh
Give me a
no!
second.
Give me a second.
That's never a good sound.
Yeah.
It sounds like TT's grid is going wider and wider.
There you go.
I'll certainly give it my best shot.
You better.
Yeah, you rolled 2 ones.
Okay, he kind of stops mid thought for a second. He seems to.
Your eyes
Seems
are
to be
little glowing. Your eyes are little glowing lenses, right?
Yeah, they're like little headlamps.
Are they normally blue?
Yes.
Now they're green.
Benedict?
Where's it? Well then, we ought to head to the mall.
Did you change your voice?
What voice? This is how I always talk.
No, it's
You don't
not.
really ask people what they talk like?
Sometimes.
Yes, but there's many fantastic products waiting for us at that mall. Let us
What?
go.
That's a good point.
I
Did
guess it
someone
is.
switch them over to snake salesman mode?
I am a perfectly reputable merchant, I'll have you know.
Oh god, someone did.
Oh no! Someone's turned the knob to snake oil salesman.
It's like, let's get a skedaddle then,
When he says
Hey.
he isn't a reputable salesman, does Kaiko's suspicious mind trigger?
Yeah. He is. He is now. Well, think he would be programmed to believe in the shit that he's selling. That's the thing. He is. You can tell that he is currently possessed by one of his past iterations, which was programmed to hawk shitty products, in the most attention-grabbing, relentless way possible.
He's already getting up and heading towards the door. It's like, it occurs to me I don't actually know where I'm going. Please lead the way.
Your name is still Benedict, right?
I believe so.
Right?
All right.
Are you still he, him?
Yes, as far as I checked.
Okay.
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 Are you
I'm gonna
okay?
I am in perfect condition, and you can be too. It's like with this chemical regent of not found.
Oh God, you're going full Spampton v. Spampton.
Now's your chance to be a big shot.
And he
They
actually,
turned it Darrow.
and he actually does. Oh yeah, when he actually says, it's like, and you two can be too. And this is the first time you'll have seen it, but his stomach actually like lifts up. They're like shutters, and he turns out he has a storage compartment in his abdomen, and it's totally
Okay.
empty. There's some cobwebs in there. Reaching around, not found. Clearly
Oh,
need
you've got a
resupply
mini.
supplies.
You've got a mini
Well,
fridge.
Out of stock there?
Yes, it appears so. But do not worry, we will come back, and we will adjust the thing
I have
waiting for you.
I have these Mike's Hard Lemonades that a friend gave me, and I'm not going to drink them, so...
I shall take them and sell them at a generous price.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Hey, Benedict. You mind if I put these in there for later? And she holds up a bag of what appears to be dismembered gingerbread parts.
Why, of course, young lady. Step
She
right up.
puts it inside the compartment.
I was afraid you were going to say gushers, but that's just as bad.
Everyone loves a good baked good fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, oven. That's where they came from.
Yeah.
They're a little stale, though, so I'm going to have to mark them down.
This is.
Wait a minute. You're a good salesman. Shouldn't you mark them up?
Shh. No one said I was very successful, merchant.
He said he was a reputable salesman, though.
Let us be off! Tally ho!
Wait, you don't know where you're going.
I will
Yeah.
follow. I will follow my keen instincts.
No.
Your keen instincts will lead you to a bear. Or several.
Okay,
It's a good thing I'm not very edible.
why don't you follow us?
Very well, miss. You seem to have a good head on you.
Sure. That's the first time I've heard anyone say that. We're leaving the rattlesnakes here because they're safe in your bunker, right?
Yeah, or any of the 3 others on my property, yes.
Okay.
Wanda and Chuck knocks each other, and Chuck's like, "Do you have an Xbox?"
Kaiko points to a map where the bunker where she stored all the Cliff Howard shit she stole. Yeah, he had some Xbox Series S's stashed in his car when we robbed it.
Those are so old.
Rhonda, video games. Video games?
Aww.
It's been so long. It's been
Yeah,
84 years.
apparently, back in the day, he was one of the ones who were scalping them.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, how do you think he got his YouTube money? Content?
That's funny. Okay, we'll be back with. I have your list, Scott. I'm actually gonna. She quickly jots down a copy of the list and hands it to Kaiko, just in case.
what's the list?
of the items we need for
Oh,
the Gauss race.
yeah, Galstick items.
Yeah, you can't. Having more than one copy can't hurt.
Before you hand it off, Benedict quickly snatches it and reads
Hey!
it. It's like, I see. We need to procure some goods.
She snatches it back.
Oh, no need to be like that. I'm a perfectly
Fucking
repeatable
ask next
salesman.
time. You can fucking ask next time, and she shoves it into Kaiko's hands.
When you try to snap it from Kaiko's hands, you feel like
No. It's snatched from Zoe's hands before she can give it to Kaiko, and then Zoe snatches it back and then
okay,
shoves it into
from
Kaiko's hands.
there would be a distinct feeling of heat.
She snatches it back, gives it to Kaiko, as she sobs away.
Don't know what's into her.
Can I roll a
God.
manipulate someone check? PT using Dark Negotiator.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would I be a monster technically?
I mean, you're technically a fellow player, so mechanically, this works like
It would just be regular. It would just be regular manipulate someone.
I could roll to 10. Could we perhaps, I don't know how to word this, but speak to the iteration we were speaking to before? That was a 10, by the way.
That would be interesting.
I think rules with other players is they have the choice to listen or not.
What makes sense to me is, he probably doesn't know how to switch his personalities because he doesn't know how to access his memories. So what you would need to do is do some sort of technology check.
A weird science check, you say?
Yeah, a weird science check to just sort of switch his dials.
Hold on. Could I then change that manipulate someone check to a? Can I see your for a minute?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I see your body? See your functions for a minute.
Well, that's a very private question to ask. However, you seem like a trustworthy individual.
Okay, that's another 10, so that's also another pass. I keep rolling 1 into 6. It's a constant heaven or hell roll with me, but since I have a absurd weird, that doesn't.
Same.
So that would be a 10 weird science, TT.
All right.
To mess with Benedict's dial.
Yeah, I believe that's a success. So yeah, you turn him back to blue eyes. Blue eyes, good Benedict.
Back to normal, Benedict.
Define normal.
Okay, you're no longer a snake oil salesman who was trying to walk off into the middle of a bit of town without knowing where he was going. Good.
Oh, that doesn't sound anything like me.
Yeah, apparently it's your previous installation software.
Very curious.
Zoe's waiting by the door with her arms crossed.
Anyways, sorry for intruding, but that was getting potentially compromising. Sorry.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
We prefer the you that you currently are. We prefer the you that you currently are, a robot butler.
And not a slave to capitalism.
Well, thank you for fixing that. Is points at Zoe. Is something the matter with her?
You kind of, when you're in the snake oil salesman mood, you kind of snatch something out of her hands.
Oh dear. I am afraid I don't know her very well. What would be the best course of action?
Apologize.
I shall do so. He walks over her. Lady Zoe.
Sounds like you're back to normal.
For a given definition, yes. But they informed me that I potentially rubbed you the wrong way.
A little bit.
You were taking us down a weird route, man.
Thank you for that.
I just noticed your name changed, TT.
Mm.
Well, I cannot speak for personalities that aren't truly my own. I offer my deepest apologies.
Yeah, I get. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, he extends his hand.
She takes his hand and shakes it.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you for, apologizing.
Of course. Decorum is the realm of a gentleman.
If you say so.
Well, at least I try.
Can't say I've had much experience with gentlemen.
Especially not in this town.
Yeah, especially not in this town. You got that right, Cacto.
There's a lot of legwork involved in it. You can't just claim to be civilized.
I've never claimed to be civilized, but I get your point.
I'll have to take your word up on that. But
I'm sure you'll see it. I'm sure you'll see it eventually.
You are young. Such is the folly of youth.
Excuse me?
We're all a little wild in our younger years when we're still trying to figure things out. Since you are not holding my transgression against me, I shall be lenient with you.
I shall what?
Be lenient.
Lenient?
It means
She
forgiving.
looks like confused at where this conversation has gone. Thank you? I think?
You should know we put a bunch of, stuff inside you while you were like that.
Oh.
That...
Opens up the storage. Lifts up
Wondering how long I
pulls it out. It's like, is this gingerbread?
Is this gingerbread?
I was wondering how long it took to mention that.
Yeah.
So he takes a piece and munches on it.
Do you think the fact that you're eating their dead is why they're sending people after you?
They sent people after me first, though.
Hal looks pained every time somebody eats that gingerbread.
Candy Steve.
Yeah, that's why Mallory is now taking care of Candy Steve.
He's looking.
Apparently, he's gotten a little bigger.
You know, there's a great many things I need to learn, but perhaps that is not one of them.
Anyway, let's go to the mall.
Although Candy Steve happened after Suki got stabbed, so I don't know.
So he stops mid-chew, walks over to a garbage can and spits it out.
So hopefully we won't be arrested by the mall cop and put into a jail labyrinth.
Hopefully not. He tried to grab me last time I was there.
He shall not.
If this is an entity that preys on children, this is an entity that preys on children. If they're monsters, they're probably not going to go after someone in a big group like this.
Oh, I am down for beating the shit out of that fat fuck. I remember him stopping you for shoplifting way back when.
That reminds me, did any of your friends go missing in the mall by chance? Like, permanently?
What
She
about the
stopped
mall?
to think for a moment. She's like, now you mention it. Tina never did come back from that one trip, but she kept talking about how she had this boyfriend in Canada, so we just kind of assumed she went to visit him.
Did your friend get eaten by the mall cop?
I mean, friends, Tina, maybe.
That's like the kind of thing nowadays we stop.
Okay, new mission. We're going to avenge Julie's acquaintance.
Benedict very gently places a shoulder on a hand on Zoe's shoulder.
She never
What?
returned my halter top, so were we really friends?
What did that become? That come before or after she vanished?
Before. She had that thing for like 5 months.
Well, when you're in high school, it's less friends and acquaintances, and it's more high school cellmates.
Yeah.
He gently puts a hand on Zoe's shoulder. She's like, how does she react to that? Well, it's kind of hard. He has to reach up a little.
Does he like? Is he like in like view of her, or he like behind her and does it?
Like to the side.
Okay. She jumps a tiny bit.
Oh, forgive me. I should have asked before I touched.
No. You're fine.
I meant to reassure you, though. So long as I am here, that thing will not lay a single finger on you.
Oh, thank you, Benedict.
Of course, it is my purpose.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't try and get away last time. He was more of a shock than anything, because I didn't know he was a Minotaur at the time. I think I could get away if I tried.
It's like
I appreciate
no
the
doubt.
thought. I appreciate the thought, Benedict. She pats his hand.
And like I established in last episode, he does have sensor pads on his fingers, so he does, he can feel that.
Oh.
Or, on his finger, so he does feel a handshake.
Oh, that's good.
Well, is there anything else we need to sort out before we're underway?
Is there?
I don't think so.
I know. You just got me itching to beat up that fat fuck. So
You keep
Yeah, that's
mentioning
good.
his weight. Are we still body shaming?
no, I just have some habits.
It's fair. It's fine. I did it first.
Well, be mindful to break those habits.
Remember, to be fair, he's also a child eater.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
but
is
that-
perfectly contemptible.
That doesn't mean I should be hateful to fat people. Benedict's got a point.
Yeah,
See,
but
but I need a
child,
robot butler. He humanizes me.
yeah, but child eating fuck doesn't have the alliteration.
I don't know. Child eating fuck actually is kind of fun to say.
Yeah,
But
it
against
is a
you,
little.
child eating fuck.
There we go. Still perfectly contemptible without targeting a demographic.
Yeah. Let's go.
I've certainly hoped that manners have progressed in the last 100 years.
No, they've probably regressed.
Yeah, sorry to break to you.
Well,
Certain things are more socially acceptable now. Manners have.
Basically, the way the way it shook out is that people started to realize that all the people who were using good manners were still rotten fucks, and then rather than ask them to not be rotten fucks, we just stopped using good manners and just were open about being rotten fucks. That's what the '80s really accomplished.
well, how about we take it back then? Can't let them
Yeah.
have all the fun.
Yeah. I knew we needed a robot butler.
Sure.
So, Miss Azatol, will you be accompanying us on our journey?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So now comes the question:
Huh?
Who's carpooling with who?
Oh, right. Have to drive. I mean, I guess we could split between Hal and Isaac, right? There's enough room for all of us then, right?
I would very much like to try driving one of your automobiles.
I don't know about that.
That said, there is
No.
manners about road manners, and you needed a license to drive. Is that
There are plenty of instructional recordings online, or recordings available that we can find for you. Something we could work to.
Online,
Yeah,
you say?
because they may
That will
be,
take more extensive conversation to explain that terminology.
Very
They
true.
may be horseless carriages, but due to that, not just anyone can get up and ride one. You need years of practice and a government-assigned license.
From the
I got mine taken
Yeah,
away
and,
because I can't
and let
read
me tell you,
pedals.
the cops will try to take that license over every single little thing.
Wait. Celia, you have prosthetics.
Yeah, but my motor skills were deemed unacceptable.
Oh. Huh. Do you want to learn to drive? Do you want to be able to drive again?
Perhaps we could learn together.
Zoe, you have no idea.
Okay,
Well,
I've got a
why don't
license and I've got a car, so we can have some people pile in with me.
Yeah.
I imagine Julie says that she's grabbing both Benedict and Kaiko.
One or two people can fit in my car if they squeeze.
I guess I'm happy with you now.
And what about Drake can go anywhere he wants, but sometimes he likes to. What about you, Drake? Drake?
He was watching the bird. He never came back.
Oh.
Celia texts Drake, heading to the mall. We're off on a secret mission.
We're off on a secret plan. We're going to go and kill my bro as stealthily as we can.
Is Isaac gonna drive by himself, or
Might be.
Oh, well, you could just ride. You could ride in front of us. Do you need your car?
his car
Not
is
really. It's not.
bigger than
I don't
mine?
exactly have special.
To be fair, his car is bigger than mine, so if something
can go
happens to
ahead, yeah.
one vehicle, we might want the bigger one.
That's a fair point.
I hope you take no
I
offense
mean-
with this, Miss Hazatol, but I don't think anyone should ride alone with that thing out and about. I would like to accompany Isaac.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Very good then.
Oh yeah, Suki's got abducted.
Oh
So-
yeah,
So it's
by some old guy.
You think she'd let us drive her motorcycle?
No.
Oh man, it's been so long since I rode a motorcycle.
You've ridden motorcycles before?
Yeah.
Zoe cooked up that mental image, but it's like a chibi frog on a motorcycle.
My first girlfriend used to take me, remember?
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
you since. The grand scheme of things, I've only known you guys for like what?
Oh, come on, I know I've talked to you about Lynn.
Who?
You don't... I know I've told you about Lynn.
I don't think so. You should tell me right now, I guess.
It ended badly after the bike wound up at the top of a tree.
That takes no small amount of skill.
Well, at least it's not an SUV at the bottom of the lake.
Someone needs to take that already.
Kaiko wasn't saying any names. I'm pretty sure that was one of Julie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
She's
water
moved on
there
to a
tastes
different
like-
car. She doesn't care.
The water there tastes like gasoline. It's really foul.
Yeah, gross.
okay, so
You ever tried to breathe gasoline? You ever try
No.
to sweat gasoline out of your skin after you've breathed it?
Isn't that how Willie Loman died?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And we saw what happened when he had to sweat out vodka. So
What?
oh wait, Isaac wasn't on that trip. Shit, never mind. It was during the sleeper.
I was just making it
after-
a salesman joke.
Wait, did I say Julia? I meant to say Celia. Celia went hot tubbing with the alcohol, right?
Oh yeah.
That's true.
I may be able to help with that, Suki. Just at the very least, siphoning the gasoline out of it. Can't get it out of the lake, but it can at least get the gas out of it.
Maybe Suki and her future kids can come back and take care of that.
I wonder who's the dad.
Could be a mother.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh?
You think Daisy is, you know...
They've just they've only gone on a date.
Oh, so let's be real here. Mephouse probably has some sort of something in her shop that can allow that to happen.
I'm getting in my car now. Whoever wants to come in with me better get in the car.
Yeah. Let's go.
I hope you're. And as everyone's pouring out, I hope you're not terribly disappointed, Miss Julie. We'll have
Hey,
plenty of
Benedict.
time to bond later.
Yeah, you're living at our house, but you're everyone's robot butler.
You're happy. I love how bright or die she is on this.
It's like I am sworn to serve all of humanity in whatever small capacity I can.
Exactly the kind of sentiment I want to hear from my robot butler friend.
Damn.
As she gets in the car with you, Kaiko, Julie's got a big grin on her face as her claw hand steals the wheel. She's like, you know, I wouldn't have believed this if you'd summarized all this to me like a year ago, but like, our life fucking rocks.
It would have. It does. I only wish I didn't know some things, but that's something we can work out.
What rocks?
Beef.
What?
Beef?
What's going on? People are cutting out.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Julie says to Kaiko in the car that our life fucking rocks.
Oh. But what did Lydia say?
That's not even close to what I heard.
Also, that conversation reminded me that we probably shouldn't ask Mephouse if she has bad dragons.
Yeah, she might sell us some dragons that are bad.
No.
And you already have a dragon in the garage.
And he's a very good dragon. We don't need some lower quality dragons.
We've got dragons at home.
He's a good boy.
Guy's gonna try to pawn off HR Puffin stuff on us. Can you imagine having that thing at the house? Have to beat it with a baseball bat.
To the wall.
So we're driving.
You know what? I didn't like that Disney movie, Roger's Dragon. I don't like the dragon design. I think it looks like shit. I don't like it. It's too fucking cute.
It just looks like a puppy with bird wings.
I don't like the little fuzzy thing on its head or its weird cow face. I think it looks like shit.
Those apples were
Fuck that
nice
dragon.
looking, though.
What?
That's a bad dragon.
You were saying-
Meanwhile, Kamajira, Lord of the Monsters, Gyaodora. That's a good one.
That's a good dragon. That's a real good dragon. You know what dragons I didn't like? The ones in that PBS show that had those like pouches they reached into all the time. All I can think is that like the stuff they were shoving in there. I'm just like, oh, that's got to be infected. Oh, you know, one time my belly button got infected and like the stink was just awful.
No.
What were you trying to say, Isaac?
I don't even know.
Those were bad dragons. That's my point. Anyway, we're here.
So we're driving.
This was a private conversation with Kaiko and Julie. No one else heard it.
Go on.
Romance.
Oh, good. So,
You okay?
I mean, it's true. True love. As Isaac and Benedict are driving, um, Isaac's like, so I actually did go flipping back through the book, and I did find a name. No last name, but or this might be their last name, but just a single name. Franklin with a Y.
Franklin. That does sound familiar.
It's a lead. There might be something in old records.
I would very much like to read this tome of yours sometime with my own eyes. It's not that I don't disbelieve you. It's just seeing it for myself. It might help.
Oh.
And Isaac, when they like stop at a light or stop sign, will reach into his bag and hand the book over and says, "Keep it safe in that compartment of yours, if you know."
Oh. My thanks.
And he does that.
I mean, you can read it now, but
It's like I would prefer to keep my mind on this. Best not to cloud the thoughts. Though I am curious, I believe you mentioned something of a prospector who preferred to go unnamed.
yeah, that's what Malice said. Some maybe just a local who knew Franklin.
And
Or-
Lady Melis, is she still around?
In a sense, she passed away long ago. The same people who, I'm assuming it's the same people who
I understand.
ended Franklin went after her.
So,
But we
who
did
was in
speak
which
with their
car?
spirit. I think it's just Isaac and Benedict in his car, Keiko and Julie, and then everyone else in the house. The red one.
Maybe? House
So-
had like the least space.
That's what I said.
So this, so would it be possible to communicate with Lady Melis, or has she moved on?
I'm not sure. We might be able to. Where we encountered the bird attacking Rhonda, that was where we met her. Her house seemed to manifest during the witching hour. So who knows? She might reappear. If we go again. Although, be warned, you do not want to be alone in the woods when it's a witching hour. It is extremely dangerous.
Logical. If at all possible, when this current debacle is over, I would like to try and thank her, and if not, then at least pay my respects.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
Yeah, I'll
those
help out with
records
it. I'm
you
sure the others
mentioned,
will.
those records you mentioned might be useful, because that prospector is probably long since passed as well, but perhaps they left some descendants. I would like to pay my respects to them as well.
There are some pretty old families in Melody.
It occurs to me that the Grimoire it is full of ancient knowledge that I might have once known. This is most likely the best link I have to my past. So I appreciate the gesture when you trusting
And
me.
honestly, you're staying with Keiko, and Keiko and I were talking about storing it in one of her bunkers anyway, so you can study it while it's there.
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Because Malice gave it to all of us to study from.
A good woman, that Lady Melis. Very kind.
Actually, she was the kind of the godmother of Ryu. Ryukami, the dragon you'll be meeting.
Life is certainly
This
interesting.
is a lot to take in,
Isaac.
isn't it?
Life is
I don't know, Isaac. How much is it to take in bearing witness to a goddess?
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably going to hit me a lot harder, the full impact of that later.
Oh,
So we're both a little out of our depth. At
Yeah.
least we can help each other out of the hole.
And I know, I would ask a favor. I know she's practically glued herself to you already, but keep an eye out for Julie.
Of course.
Anybody
We're all
else?
pretty reckless, but she's something else.
Spirited woman, that one. These stoplights are very curious contraptions.
Trust me, it's better than not having them sometimes. Although sometimes people just ignore them.
Well, what's the point of them at all, then?
Anybody else?
so like, what do you guys think of Benedict so far?
He seems fun.
Seems nice.
Yeah, nice.
What's up?
No, nothing.
You don't sound like nothing.
Eh. He means well. It's fine.
What happened, Zoe?
Don't worry about it.
That's a little too late for that.
No, it's really. He didn't mean any harm.
Listen, what crotchety old man would be complete without making some accidental
Yeah,
transgressions?
exactly.
Was it the fat joke thing?
No. She looks a little embarrassed. I don't like being, I don't like being pointed out, Celia.
Did he?
Yeah?
I thought that was me.
He pointed out me too.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's fine. He's just getting used to things is all.
Just to be clear, we're talking about your height, right?
What? Huh? No,
I know you don't like when people call you short. I get it.
No, you're genuinely confusing me right now, Celia. Are you just like trying to make me feel better, or?
Well, it's not a big deal, Zoe. Lots of people are short. It's fine.
No, that I'm trans, Celia.
Oh, right. Wait, when did he point that out?
When you corrected him about Mistress and Mister thing, when you misheard him.
Yeah, but he was talking about me.
Yeah, but then he pointed out a transmutation of the self for you and me.
Well, you kept talking about turning into a giant snake.
No, that was. I was talking about that.
You really wanted to turn into a giant snake for all of us, Zoe.
No,
I have never seen you want to turn into a giant snake that hard.
What? I wanted to show the gattle snakes, but I didn't want to transform in front of everybody. But they weren't the same thing, Celia.
That's what I assumed he was talking about with you.
No, he noticed and he pointed it out. He wasn't trying to cause any harm, but it made me uncomfortable.
How would he notice it?
I don't know. He's a robot. Maybe he has some. I don't know.
What, does he have a chromosome detector?
Zoe, I'm pretty sure he was only talking about the snake.
No, I didn't mention the snake thing till after that because I excused myself and was talking to the rattlesnakes about it.
We could hear you though, Zoe.
Yeah.
I know, but I talked about that after he clocked me.
But you wanted to be that. You was before, wasn't it?
Well, think so?
It was, actually. Out of character, it was.
Yes.
Well,
Like, the moment we got inside, you were like, "Hey kids, want to see me turn into a giant snake?"
I was not.
You kind of were. To be fair, you were really excited about turning into that giant snake.
I wanted to shoot the rattlesnakes.
And
You
that-
could show the
I wanted to
rattlesnakes.
show
It's
Rhonda.
fun, but
How about
it's
this?
fine that you.
How about this, Zoe? We'll get to the mall, and we'll ask Benedict, with communication skills, what he was referring to.
I don't want to talk about it though.
I'm gonna.
Well, Zoe, you have boundaries. You're worried about them not being respected. We should talk to the person you're worried about not respecting them.
Communication is important, especially if one person doesn't know what they're communicating about.
I mean,
You can't get mad at him if he doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
He's from like the Ice Age. Things were different. You gotta teach him. You gotta let him know the way things are now.
Ice Age?
Yeah, you know.
Rough riding on mammoths.
You know,
He's
with the
like
mammoth.
100 years ago, Celia.
Right, the Ice Age.
All right.
There was a
God
cold
damn it.
snap during then.
Zoe,
Celia?
are you worried about not passing?
Yeah.
Zoe,
Yeah.
literally no one knew.
I don't know about that. You guys are just nice.
No one noticed. I didn't notice. And I would know, wouldn't I?
Kind of quiet and staring out the window. It's okay. Look in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was focused on letting you guys have a moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I wanted you to notice that. Did you know how?
Zoe, look at me.
Yeah.
Do I look aware of anything at any time?
I mean, you look aware of cats.
Exactly. Are you a cat?
No, I mean, technically I'm part cat now.
Well, the answer is no, I didn't know, and it wasn't any of my damn business.
Zoe,
Yeah.
I'm still like 99% certain he was talking about the snake thing.
We can just ask him.
Also, you were talking to snakes who were like transformographizers, so
We'll just ask him. I'm still not sure, but
Like, well, just ask him, and if he, has a problem with the other part, I'll just run him
I
over
don't
with
think
my
he has
car.
a problem. No, don't, no. Hal, he clearly didn't have a problem with it when he put it out to Celia. He said he was well acquainted with the transmutation of the self.
Maybe he wasn't even talking about that with me. Maybe it's because I'm a frog monster.
Can he tell that? You haven't mentioned being a frog.
No, but sometimes I croak a little under my breath.
This is why we're gonna ask. You can't assume things, especially not from a 200-year-old robot.
Okay,
If he could hear you, he was like 150. Thank you.
Oh, right. We have radios in all our cars. Shit.
I'm not that old.
No, you guys don't hear this coming.
Of course not.
Well, yeah, we'll ask them.
Zoe?
Yeah.
You're not. What's the word? You're not obvious, I guess, is the word.
I hope so.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
How?
Yeah?
Have I ever come out to you?
No?
Oh.
I mean,
I just did, didn't I?
yeah, you did. Congratulations.
Man, today's been a day, huh?
Whoopsie, I just outed myself to my friend. Wow.
I mean, like, I was never worried about you, knowing Cal. I know you. You're not gonna care.
I don't. It's none of my business. I'm glad you all both trust me enough to just say it without realizing that you never have before.
I'm glad you trust me enough to wrestle a Gariel with no explanation.
Yeah. I mean,
What? I'm sorry? Wait,
yeah.
What?
We did that last Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You guys did that a while now by this point because we've had the Melody Art Fair arc in between then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that happened. Don't worry about it. It happened.
Okay. Why you didn't send me a picture with LOL Gariel?
The phones didn't work.
Sure, okay. The phones didn't work. All right.
They're kind of covered in eyeballs.
Ugh.
I wonder if the rest of the gang knows about me, actually.
I don't know.
I know Julie does.
Yeah. Does she know about me?
Probably
I think
not.
I've told her. I think I've told her. I think I mentioned how my parents kicked me out.
We are terrible at communication.
Hey, we're not terrible. We just we've all got our own little, personal demons.
I was basking in the high. I got accepted to join a group of all-female water spirits. I'm still not over that.
I mean, yeah, you're female, right?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
but it's the first time it's ever been supernaturally validated.
Remember that scene in Incredibles 2, Math is Math? Woman is woman.
Woman is woman.
Yes, this woman is shaped like woman.
Alright. Well, I guess we get to the mall eventually.
Yeah. TT, are you still with that?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm paying attention.
Now, Benedict, when dealing with this group as we're getting out of the cart, one thing you have to remember is you have to be very clear with what you're saying. These people misinterpret everything, and it's no problem they're on. They're young.
Understood. I will attempt to articulate myself as clearly as possible.
I think you got that covered.
Julie and Kaiko come out of the classic, and Julie's just like, and you know, we've got some great modern movie dragons, but fucking, I want to see something with 4 legs and 2 wings. Is that so goddamn hard? We have CGI, and we can't do what they did fucking, like, 50 years ago?
I miss practical effect.
Meanwhile, the practical effect of the party, what gets out of the car.
Fucking Doom Gyodora, in the 90s kaiju Eika, fucking had 4 legs and 2 wings. You know, if they can do it with man in suit, you can do it with CGI.
Local man in suit walks up. I hope the drive was pleasant, Miss Hassatol.
Yeah, we discussed perfectly normal conversation topics.
I'll be right back.
Oh, excellent.
I have made myself bleed, so I'll be right back.
Ooh,
Oh.
what?
Hope you're okay.
I thought we were gonna say we didn't talk about hygiene.
No?
Why would you? You seem hygienic to me.
Yeah, none of us are. I don't think any of us are
I was
particularly
trying to make a segue. Didn't work.
Oh.
It's alright, sweetie. You did your best.
Aww.
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 Okay.
Benedict wants to say, are you to an item?
Oh yeah, we fucking.
Whoa.
Not
Okay,
yet.
guys. Whoa. I'm not surprised, but I didn't need to hear you just saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget that
Well,
you're
we'll do
young
a
and you haven't
call
watched
for
classic
Benedict.
Pros D YouTube videos.
What?
To reference.
They fucking. Yeah, we haven't done it.
We're in a relationship. We haven't.
Guys,
we haven't-
you
we
don't
haven't
need
gone to
to
coitus
give me
yet.
okay, guys. You don't need to give me details.
Out of
But
character.
if you wanted to,
So I'm gonna.
Leave to her if you want to, but not me.
I'll say this out of character, but in Benedict's voice.
Oh my god. These bitches gay. Good for them. Good for them.
And they were roommates.
And they
They were
were roommates.
They were roommates.
And there was only one bed.
Well, that explains this last image I posted then.
Oh my god.
Well, this explains this image then.
Don't fucking there. It's a different word.
That's gonna be awkward. It's like I brought some late night. Oh,
I see you're busy.
Carry
Oh
on.
no. Oh no.
Okay, so Benedict, when we put a sock on a doorknob, that means don't enter.
Very well.
Solid
Any
gourmet
pressing
rule.
questions for the manlet?
I did, but then that happened.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Callie, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just a little cut on my thumb. It's fine.
Oh, we
Oh.
thought it was. Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't sure why you were bleeding.
No, suddenly it was actively
was-
bleeding off my
that
thumb.
was
So
spoken so casual. It's like, oh, it's probably that. Oh,
I didn't think it was like big, but
I
I
was
still was
worried
like,
you'd
oh.
cut your mouth or something.
no, my thumb. I had a scar that it ripped open, and it just started pouring again. So it's good now, though. I have a band-aid.
Okay.
Thumb
Guys.
cuts suck.
guys,
Yeah.
I come out of the closet with you.
Oh.
I mean, is it about the girl thing or the fish thing?
Yes.
Wait, how is that? How is that a yes, Celia?
I guess I don't think you've ever like come out and outright said it, but you've just casually talked about it before.
Because we had a conversation in the car, and I'm realizing I don't remember ever doing that.
You know, Celia, I don't think you specifically came out to me, but I do remember a change occurring in our history.
Yeah,
That was noticeable.
yeah.
So
Speaking of which, would Zoe and Celia have legally changed their names yet?
Yes.
Zoe, definitely not. She's her birthday is like soon, and she's turning 18. So
Well,
Zoe is probably on a missing persons list somewhere.
no, her parents. Do you think her parents cared? She disappeared. Well,
I mean,
ran away. No, they kicked her out. What do I?
They put in nominal effort.
They probably didn't care that she's gone, but they're gonna legally need to explain that.
They kicked her out.
The
so-
government's gonna notice.
Probably. That's up for you to decide, TT.
also remember this is Melody. People investigating missing people reports in Melody.
Never happens. It's like, oh no, our child disappeared. Anyway.
Yeah, that's up to you, TT.
They probably actually wouldn't report her missing because they technically kicked her out when she was a minor, so that would get them in trouble. So they're just going to
True. They just pretend she's still there.
her parents are actual assholes, so
Yeah.
That tracks.
Do they live in Melody? Or...
Yep.
Well. I mean, I imagine most parents in Melody, when that happens, probably sends their kid off to a Pray the Gay Away camp or Christian cult, and they become part of a Christian cult that keeps them there for the rest of their lives.
I mean, if they got the money, those camps do cost some. You know, they don't operate for free. You don't just torture kids for the fuck of it. You do it for profit.
wow.
Unless your name is Joseph Mengele.
Yeah, she's got to put there.
When Celia said come out of the closet, Benedict's looking around. It's like,
I don't see any closets.
Oh, it's a figure of speech.
It's a euphemism for keeping certain lifestyles to your chest.
Oh.
Because certain groups
Chest.
find them not socially acceptable.
I have a Y chromosome. I'm just gonna say it.
All right.
You know what DNA is?
I believe Franklin told me something about it.
Okay.
DNA? I don't think so. It wouldn't have been discovered by that point.
Yeah.
Well, trans people have always been around, but
Genes-
the Y
yeah.
chromosome.
We would have known about genes, but the chemical mechanism of DNA wasn't discovered until like.
Yeah, he would
that is
understand
true.
trans. He wouldn't understand Y chromosome.
I know this because when I was writing Adam and I had my evil super scientists genetically modifying creatures, I had to have one of them describe one of their discoveries being DNA, which he
Oh,
described by
right.
its chemical name.
I had just finished that section actually.
And then speculated that, and then Henry Robertson speculates about how they might shorten that to make it catchier, thinking that it might be DONA because it's deoxyribonucleic acid, or DRNA.
DRNA. That's a nice ring to it too. Actually.
So it's like, so in response to that, it's like, Y chromosome?
Not terribly familiar.
It's a chemical term that regarding to how the human body works.
Yeah.
Basically, it's We'll let one of the books in my past explain it.
Do we just want to say it, Celia?
Let's just say it.
Okay, we were born.
Human?
When we were born, our parents thought we were male.
Wait, what?
That's how we were raised.
Sorry, I just had to go for it. It's like, we were born
Human?
Well, yeah, but
But like, not neither of us are really fully human anymore. Either.
I gathered as much.
Huh. How weird is it that the two of us are the ones who turn into monsters?
yeah, the allegorical threat here is through the roof.
Meanwhile, the rest of us are pure normal humans, Julie says, while gesticulating with her claw hand.
You know what I mean.
And I'm not human at all.
I didn't want to assume about Celia, but Zoe I knew because I had to manage her legal paperwork for her to be paid at all by the Wax Museum.
So he winces.
Oh,
I figured
God,
you probably knew.
paperwork.
I hate paperwork.
Even if
You
they
know-
respect you, they gotta use your dead name for legal reasons.
But don't worry, I got you a social security card out of it, so we're good.
What?
It hasn't been delivered yet? Yet.
Was that what that was from? I just tossed that under my bed.
But what is it you are trying to tell me, Celia? It's as if you have a frog in your throat.
Oh my god.
In a sense, she does.
Like I said, we were born, our parents assumed we were male, but we're not.
Is that all?
What does that mean?
It's like, you are a woman. You are clearly a woman.
Yeah, yes? I don't know if you're understanding or if you're just being really understanding.
I don't think he realizes. Well, I don't think recognizes it as such a big deal as you two are making it.
Okay, it is a big deal to some people, Echo.
We had a bit of a sister moment in the car, and we really just want to make sure everything is okay.
Oh,
Like, could you tell, Benedict? You pointed out earlier about the transmutation of the self.
in reference to Celia, yes. I was referring to your snake-like transformation.
Well, fuck. I guess I owe you two like $5 or something.
Well, we didn't call a bet, so
Are we gonna grill every new person we add to our group?
I mean, it's just kind of important to us, Joey.
Okay. He's a robot without his memories, though. We don't have to be so hard on him.
Oh, I
I'm not
understand.
being hard. I just want to know.
Zoe's not upset. She's just a little anxious.
It's almost like I got kicked out of my house for being like this.
Oh.
You know, whenever the subject comes up, Zoe's anxious, just like how I always get anxious when I end up anywhere near the mall.
She says as she turns around.
gestures with both hands wide open.
If it will comfort you at all, Zoe, you are who you are.
Thank you, Benedict.
I have something I want to say so bad, but it's out of character for Hal, so I can't.
Say it,
just
Kelly.
say it then.
Say it. Yeah.
In the wise words of Popeye, I am what I am, and that's all that I am.
Well, Popeye is amphibious.
He is amphibious.
And so is Celia.
Oh.
Is that going to be her new... She needs to start carrying around spinach.
Gushers are her spinach.
Julie looks at the sky for a moment, lost in thought, and says, Do you think Popeye's dick has a weird lump in it like his arms do?
Hey, let's go to the mall and let's go to the first shop.
About faces and starts marching into the mall as soon as she says that. It's like, nope.
Let's stick together, shall we?
Julie, that's called nodding.
Walking faster.
Oh, so you think he's like an alpha? Or an omega?
Of course he's an alpha.
Even the slightest idea what you all are talking about, please get
Let's
out
talk
of here.
faster.
I feel the house rule is no talking about a megaverse in my house.
Yeah, but we're not in your house right now, Kaiko.
Please move along.
Is sprinting towards the mall because he is leaving this conversation.
Zoe is behind. She's behind him to catch up. God.
That conversation sure went somewhere.
Yeah, it did. Thanks, TT.
Move along, masters and ladies. Move along. We're burning daylight.
Oh boy.
He does stop before he actually goes into the mall and waits for everybody.
Zoe catches up and just fucking stares in the opposite direction that everyone is.
So I'm thinking that wasn't a popular conversation topic. It's all right. You don't have to be brave enough to answer every question. I'll ponder.
While waiting for everyone to regroup, Isaac just looks to Hal like, we're responsible for socializing it in the modern day. He's doomed.
Yeah. We're gonna ruin a perfectly good robot is what we're gonna do.
God, what the fuck is that?
As Benedict walks up to the mall, the scale of it is finally sinking in.
It's like, oh, this must be a grand establishment.
It's more like a bigger one with a bunch of little ones inside of it.
It's a massive market.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays they're kind of a dying breed.
I did so very much
Hey,
like
there was a couple
going to the
decades.
market.
It's a shame
Never knew
because
what
they're
you would
excellent
find.
fortresses against the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that zombie apocalypse that happened like a few years back that turned out to be just like a guy eating someone's face?
Yeah.
That happened in Florida, and it was because of both ketamine and bath salt.
Yep.
I thought it was just because it was Florida.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I did so very much like going to the market. You could find everything you would possibly want, and sometimes things you didn't know you needed.
It happened because it was in Florida, but the dude went for the face because of the bath salt. See, if he were lucid, he would have gone for the good cuts, like the biceps and the thighs.
You're at the mall! You're at the mall!
Alright,
You're at the mall, and we've got so much for you. You're at the mall! You're at the mall!
Gilly.
You're at the mall, and we've got so... No, this is the GM speaking. You're at the mall, the Treble Clef Mall, and we have so many shops. Where do you want to go? I've linked the shop map for you all to see.
First of all, I think we're heading for Mafal's, which is the coming soon.
Yeah,
store.
but you're at the mall. You're at the mall.
Like Faust, but Benedict might get shinied.
You've got Flatfoot Shoe Shop, Tarantino Shoe Shop, Nebby's Handbags, Producer Plush, Porter's Books, Pets and Stuff, The Goggles Do Something, Wizard Tablets, Mall Karate, Coming Soon, Empty Store, The Great Diamond Authority, Find 'em,
What?
Discover.
Wait, what?
Get Out of Town, Travel Store, Sweets and Treats, Blend 'em, Smoothies, Mementos Gifts, Fun Dollars, that's a coffee shop, The Apricot Store, that's a shitty computer store, The Dragon's Vault, toy shop, Fresh Kicks, another shoe store, You Wouldn't Know It, the Hip Clothes Shop, Barclays Sporting Goods Store, Pineapple Despot, that's an expensive designer clothing shop,
There used to be a Safari clothes store.
Mallard's Outdoor Goods, Boo Khakis Facial Products, The Soup Store, Gotcha, it's a Photoshop, Shonks, that's a Los Angeles-based store, Back in Black, that's a goth and punk rock fashion store.
Not even a good
Sausage
one.
Party Supplies, that's a Spencer's. Decadence, that's a bath bomb and fragrances
Oh my
and
god,
shop.
there's so much stuff in this mall.
Thomas,
Mhm.
jewelry store. Maffaus Curios. You take candle. It's just a store for candles.
You take candle.
Ozymandias Imports. Play by Play, a game store. Dress Sharp, that's for formal wear. Taterless Tots, that's a baby short.
Aww.
Moon Beach, pop culture paraphernalia. Unclench, the relaxation station. Whirl's Watch and Jewelry Repair Shop. Heads Up, it's a newsstand. Model Trains for Addled Brains. Domes, it's a hat store. Adams and Son, a cigar and sword shop. The Disney
Okay.
Store for all your favorite Disney products. Purge by Stench, a bath and body shop. Still the best, arcade. Sleep in Heavenly Peace, a mattress store. Veronica's Subterfuge, a lingerie store. Precious Cinnamon Rolls, a cinnamon bun shop. Young Blood Comic Shop. And of course, our wonderful food court, which includes That's My Sandwich, Burgermeister's Meisterburgers, Mushu's Chinese Cuisine, Sabaro's Pizza Hole, Young Gary's Korean Barbecue. Healthy snacks for sad people. Yep, it's pretzels.
Wow, Julie, I wasn't expecting you to have memorized the whole store, Celia says, mysteriously having a food court sandwich in one hand and a smoothie in the other.
Yeah, I guess you probably spent a lot of time here, huh, Julie?
I used to roam these hallowed halls like a lioness in search of her next kill. Also, I stole a lot of shit from Veronica's Subterfuge.
Any good stuff?
No,
Like
it's
the
all
irony
Veronica's
there.
Subterfuge.
Well,
how-
let's be real here. Typically, if you want good shit, you need to go out of town.
What about the Photoshop? How's the Photoshop?
It's literally you go to a store to have 4 photos printed.
Oh, that's it?
So Mephisto's second floor. Sorry.
Yep.
No, we're good.
My, so many curious stalls.
Try to stick
And,
together, Benedict.
Of course.
And keep in mind, Benedict does not have clothes yet, so he has all of his ball and swivel. So
Oh, jeez.
he is
Fine.
kind of obviously a robot.
It's fine.
I believe Mephisto can get us a
no offense,
wardrobe.
but you look like a public access TV program.
robot, dude.
What was it?
That's a stoner at the mall, stereotypical
Yeah.
skateboarder.
That's the
wowing
K.
a robot.
Just say you're advertising a new season of Elk Waddle. They'll buy it.
Who is Alquatl?
Oh, he's dead.
No.
Friend
No.
of the
That's unfortunate.
No, but the alibi still works.
He was like a second father to me.
I'm
What?
sorry to hear that, Celia.
Not to be confused with Al Quetzal.
Oh yes, the
I
bird.
miss Alquatl.
Tycho says is a luchador in a trench coat, hat, and Groucho Marx glasses walks by.
I mean, we should probably go to Mafos first, at least, and try to minimize our contact with,
Yep, let's get on it.
I want it known that El Quetzal is going to it's pretzels.
I was gonna say, it's like it's like a Quetzal sounds delicious.
Can
Not just
I
pretzel.
can I look for Saul Blart? Just look.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. What did I roll
Yeah,
for that?
Roll plus sharp, I guess.
I think that'd be
Okay.
a really bad situation.
You can also do that.
Yeah, that's fair
And is
point. I
there
got a
anything?
10.
I want to help out with that.
Okay.
She got a 10, so
You know the standard questions, right?
I know them, but I don't have them memorized. I'm just scrolling the
dangers
No.
haven't noticed yet. Best way in, best way out, best way to help the victims.
thing. Okay, so I get 2 questions with a 10, right?
3.
Mhm.
3.
Mhm.
Any dangers I haven't noticed yet?
You hear the distant sound of a Segway scooter.
Menacing.
Okay. So, do I not hear where it's coming from?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Near,
Uh,
not super nearby, but close enough that you can hear the sound of a Segway scooter.
Relax. What's most vulnerable to me?
Um, I guess, your organs?
Oh,
You,
okay.
you are most vulnerable at the moment.
Okay, gotcha.
You and your friends.
Alright. What's the best way in?
Well, looking at the map of the mall, you're going to go upstairs at some point, and in the center is Mythos Shop.
Okay, but like, I have an idea where he is. What's the best way in with
I would say
knowledge?
stay downstairs as much as possible and use the stairs that's like in the center of the mall.
Okay. I think I hear him upstairs. So we should probably avoid being up there for as long as we can. And probably take the staircase more towards the center of the mall.
Can we still hit the food court?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the first floor, isn't it?
Nope. 2nd floor.
Damn it.
And how did I get this sandwich? She says, looking at the sandwich she's already eaten.
Someone left a perfectly good sandwich on the fucking fountain.
Someone make a sharp check.
Alright, Kako.
So,
Okay, that's a 9, I think is a hold of 1.
Alright. Someone else make a sharp check.
okay. I got
That's
it.
how minutes.
I would like to. So that's 7.
Someone else
Which
make
is
a sharp
also a
check.
hold of 1.
I got an 11.
Someone else make a sharp check.
Okay.
Someone else make a sharp check.
All right.
Hey, Christ!
Got an 11.
Hey,
Fuck off.
Zero.
hi,
What'd you get, Zero?
9.
Nope.
Do I get to make another one, or is my one?
No, you get to make one. You get to make one sharp check.
Okay. Did nobody get it?
Looks like, yeah. Alright. Well, keep going.
Right?
I would have gotten it if I didn't have a negative to my sharp.
Yeah, that's good.
So long
Now
as
we're
we
all-
stick together, we maybe it'll be the safest we can be.
Yeah. Do I still hear the segue?
Yeah, it's above you.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are from, I'm gonna say, you're next to Shears. You came in the Shears entrance. Which means that you're walking by Gotcha Photoshop, Shonk's Lingerie, the Soup Store, Bukkaki's Facial
Why are we
Products.
buying clothes there?
I mean, you're walking by these. Oh, yeah, yeah. Why are you buying clothes in the soup store? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they have a clothing aisle in the soup store, and it's fucking great.
So they do have clothes at Soup.
Yeah, it's all anime shit, though.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, it's all clamp.
If you want your triangle shades, there they are.
I have my own shades. It's fine. Oh wait, I forgot. I have. Plus, that's a plus sharp, right?
Naruto. Shades and Naruto shit.
Okay, that's an investigative mystery specifically. Never mind.
Is anybody like staring at Benedict?
No, oddly enough, no.
Okay, good.
Um, you've actually passed by some cosplayers who give you like thumbs up.
Awkwardly reciprocates the gesture.
I've always wanted to go to con, but I never was confident to go as anything.
Really?
Dude, I'll go to a
Kaiko.
nerd convention.
Kaiko points to her face.
I mean, still,
You should have fun with it.
yeah. Use it to your advantage.
If Boba Fett can be accepted by teenagers with attitude after he's had his face hit by acid burns, we can.
I feel like there's some context missing to that as well.
It's all right.
What?
Ooh.
What? Boba Fett is famous for getting eaten. A lot.
Fair point.
There's a joke there. Pineapple Despot, Barclays, Porky. Yeah, no, you got really. But well, hey, there's the Dragon's Vault toy shop. There's some neat toys in there.
Yeah, I remember when that store used to be as a Safari military surplus store. Then they rebranded this shitty knockoff fashion.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Look in the window. I finally got it.
Got what?
I finally got those standby Carnosaurus toys.
The what?
Carnosaurus toys.
Zoe shrugs.
I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Hold on.
No, we got.
I shall accompany her.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Miranda would like one of these Nekai Ikamajira toys? You know, they're losing the license in a couple of months.
Oh
We're
no! What?
losing.
I'm pretty sure she has the TM Kaiju art versions.
Yeah, but these are like a little bit more durable and they're not that expensive.
And they're more
Also-
like you feel safer having them in your hands.
Plus, they've got a much better scale with the Figure Arts Deluxe Man toys.
Wait, the Lux Man already exists, TT.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So Celia was getting a dinosaur toy, right?
Yeah, she's getting her Gorosaurus figure.
He's looking at it. It's like, is that supposed to be a dinosaur?
Yeah.
They don't look anything like that.
What do you mean?
They're more hunched. Or something like that.
Well, they had to fit a guy into the suit.
I suppose that's true.
No, in his day, dinosaurs were all quadrupedal because they thought they were literally just big lizards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's what I was trying to get at.
Oh right, you back in your day it was the Crystal Palace. Well, we found more skeletons of them, as it turns out. They apparently are more closely related to birds and walk on two legs.
Well, some of them walk on two legs. Some of them kind of look the same.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Spinosaurus and Suchosaurus never got the memo.
At first, I thought Benedict was saying he'd seen actual dinosaurs.
He might have. He just doesn't remember.
Well, there was
It's amazing at how this.
You might have seen some that look like Crystal Palace dinosaurs.
Hal has
Precisely.
disappeared into the toy shop, and you're not sure where he is.
Oh,
Okay,
Isaac's
okay.
putting up for like the malls claim them.
They still got a few. Anyone else want one of these?
Zoe's like standing away, like near the front door, just anxiously keeping an eye out.
Oh, they also have a King Quillen.
Yeah. Kaiko gets all her stuff from the Great Mean Figure Shop.
God.
He walks up to the door. He doesn't pass through the sensors, but he walks up to where Zoe's standing, and he's holding a giant plush dinosaur. It's like, you all right?
I'm just worried about this guy. stalking us.
Geico's gonna read a bad situation when Zoe says that.
Well,
If you will allow me.
TT.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 13. Any dangers I haven't noticed yet?
You hear a distant sound of a Segway scooter on the floor above you.
Still on the floor above us.
Prowling about.
I just really love the
keychain
idea of
blind
this
lock.
sort of Peter Pan effect, but with a Segway scooters.
Oh,
I
a
have
blind
a hold
bag keychain.
And
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
There you go.
Blind bag keychain. Do I risk it, guys? Do I risk it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Celia just grabs a handful of like 5 blind bag keychains. Okay. There are 20 in the set. I have a 25% chance of getting Giga Gearus. Come on.
We gotta figure out what all these not kaiju look like.
Actually, since he's made of metal, would he set off the metal detectors?
Oh no!
No, he's
No,
made
he's
of
fine.
orichalcum. Orichalcum,
Yeah.
remember?
And they're not metal
No.
detectors. They're more like they detect like things on the items usually.
That's true.
Hey Zoe.
Yeah.
I missed most of your birthdays up until now, what with us not being sisters yet. I should grab you a birthday present, shouldn't I?
Make a sharp check.
Everyone?
Everybody?
Yeah. Everyone who wants to.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
2.
Isaac's been thinking about this, so
10.
8.
Okay, Kaiko. As you and your friends are in the toy shop, you briefly catch movement out of the corner of your eye, and you look and see in this section of the store where there are a bunch of giant plush animals, including several 4-foot-tall tyrannosaurs. One of the plush tyrannosaurs steps off of its perch and is in fact not plush at all. And as it walks off its perch, a little girl in a red and white cape, who is Japanese, takes it by the hand, and the two of them sneak out of the store.
Are there weird Yakuza-looking guys prowling the store?
About 5 seconds after they leave your line of sight, there are some weird, sort of essentially the goofy knockoff Yakuza, the Yakuza if they were comprised entirely of middle-aged car salesmen who grew tired of their lives. Anyway, you go back to your day.
Were you waiting to do that this whole time?
I'm just sad that you guys missed the first sharp check, because a different thing would have happened then.
Oh.
I imagine Dragon Common is escorting her out.
I mean, we're having my birthday at the beach, Celia.
Is your birthday coming up? And he has yet another plushie.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not.
Undefined amount of time soon.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that one. I got you covered for that one. I'm thinking about all the previous birthdays we missed.
It's not your fault. You didn't know me.
Hey,
I know,
Celia,
but
Celia, you don't have to worry about a person's previous birthdays. That's why Mom told me when they missed 3 of mine.
Ooh.
it's symbolic. It represents us being sisters now.
You briefly see how.
Also, I should get you something because that's fucked up.
Yeah, you briefly see Hal go to the counter with some stuff, hear what Julie just said, and then turn back around and go back to the shop.
For such a tall lad, he's kind of easy to miss.
Oh yeah, how? You'd be surprised.
Yeah, people made up stories that he's really the Melody Catman, but that's clearly
ridiculous. That's
Yeah,
utterly
clearly-
ridiculous.
that's
It
clearly
is weird how he
ridiculous.
blends in with that one section of the plush section, though. Julie says as Hal is walking past a big life-size plush tiger and lion.
But anyway, yeah. That sounds awesome, Celia. That's delightful.
Okay. Go ahead and pick something. It's on me.
Oh God.
Kaiko's reminded that she hasn't had a proper birthday.
Well, then say so.
Kaiko doesn't, though.
What a fucking sad lot of kids we've got. Jesus.
The camera pans back to Benedict, and he has yet another plushie.
You know what? I'm not going to play favorites. You're all getting some shit.
Oh, I just came up with something. Oh, fucked up. I'm gonna DMTT.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Alright, where is it?
If you think that my mother and Hal would have let you not have a birthday,
Yeah. You had the
How
Hal
fucked up
and
is
his
that,
mom.
TT?
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, you had Hal and Hal's mom throwing
yeah,
up
but, the thing was, why do you think Kaiko and her family were hiking in the first place?
Oh, yeah, that did kind of happen. Oh.
I'm afraid the relevance escapes me.
That's up to
Oh,
Kaiko if she wants to tell you.
Yeah, Kaiko's kind of got a history.
Oh.
Trying to be serious while he's like trying to balance 3 gigantic plushies, the biggest available.
Oh. Do you like those, Benedict?
They are very fluffy.
Holy shit, is that 4 of 20? And
What?
Julie is drawn to a Star Quest action figure.
Oh my God.
4 of 20.
Form Cybe drone 4 of 20.
One of the
Because
bird
6 of
drones.
9 would have been too obvious.
Also, Doug Walker made that joke and had
I'm sure he did. I'm sure that piece of shit did. That fucker.
yeah, that's the whole Linkara's character and doing the thing off screen to Lindsay's character thing happened.
Oh. Also, I think that shitty Tripping the Rift show had that joke.
Yep.
So
Well,
4 of
I think
20.
it's funnier.
Much funnier.
Yeah.
Celia rapidly pulls out her phone to check something, then puts it back in.
Oh. Yeah. Why did I get them for you, Benedict?
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Do you have money?
No.
Then
Well,
how are
then
you gonna
I'll
get them?
get them for you. You've been around a while. We've missed a lot of birthdays.
I think we're burning daylight, Kaiko says.
It's not that long. I
We've
just
got
got
like
here.
3
We
hours
are
till the
trying-
mall closes.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
we're also trying to avoid a predator here.
Yeah, but like,
Isaac's
while
standing
going
at the
with
entrance of the store, just looking stressed as shit. Like, come on.
Benedict kind of sighs. I concede to your logic. And he goes and puts the giant
No,
plush toys
no.
away.
Zoe goes over and grabs them as she puts them down. And
You
then
put them
comes-
back, young lady.
No. She walks to the counter.
You stop that.
Celia
like
goes
to
to
buy
the
these
counter, slaps down her card.
I would like to buy these 3.
Hal is suddenly standing next to Isaac with like 5 bags, and they're like, "Why are they still
The
doing
man,
this?"
the man at the counter is a large man with a vest and a fez hat, and inexplicably a bubblegum cigar. which he puts into his mouth
Okay.
and says, "You would like to purchase these fine frivolities, would you?"
I would.
Yes.
Yes, your total is the amount of money on my screen here, as you can see. I would name it, but that would require me, of course, to actually understand how much all these things cost and what they would be with sales tax, which is math, and that is not my strong suit, as it were.
There's also the fact that we would have to establish what the sales tax is and therefore offer some kind of hint as to what state Melody is in.
And also give me a full list of exactly everything that you're buying, because we've thrown a lot of bullshit out over the last 20 minutes or so. But yes, this is the money that you must give me in exchange for these goods which you wish to purchase.
I will do so.
It's a nice, it's a blue raspberry flavor. You know, blue raspberry doesn't actually exist. It's a flavor we made up because it seems vaguely fruity. Blue raspberry bubblegum cigar. Do you know how hard it is to get one of these in this day and age? The men I've had to kill for this cigar. Yes, so you give me my money for these frivolities, and you can be on your way.
Okay.
All right, you guys buy a bunch of toys. Congrats, we can end the session here.
Everything went wrong ever.
Wow.
Anyways, so
The
that was
gang
the
just
toy
has a
shop
nice
interlude.
day.
That was the toy shop interlude. Let's see. There's Mementos Gifts. That's a Hallmark store, basically.
No.
We should go. We should go to a fast.
Well, there is a. You are where the elevators, the escalators are, so you can go up the escalators to the second floor.
And
You're
Kaiko has
roughly
a
in the
hold of
center of the
2
mall.
for the best way in.
All right.
Listen for the sound of a squeaking segue.
As you are about halfway up the stairs, you look across and you see on the escalators going down, there is a man on a Segway.
He's riding the
Man.
Segway down the escalator?
Yes, he has no fear. He is in his domain. The escalators obey him, not the other way around.
They know better.
For he is Saul Bart, Lion of the Mall. The apex predator.
But wait,
And he is
Julie
currently-
says he's a lioness.
Yeah, and I want to kill the lion.
Yeah, that's good.
Because he's lazy, he doesn't do anything. Sleeps most of the day.
I think I want that guy around. He eats my kids.
What?
That's what lions do. Male lions, they eat baby lions.
I asked her.
I mean, they won't stop. They'll just pop those little fuckers in like candy corn.
Okay.
Female lions gotta lock them up in a cage when it comes time to raise the cubs. It's serious. Watch Natural Geographic. That's true.
Yeah, chase them out. Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the fast.
All right, so we're on. Oh, we passed the Great Diamond Authority. Okay, so we're on the second floor. So on the second floor in the center, you are next to Dress Sharp, Formal Wear, Play-by-Play Game Store, Taterless Tots Baby Store, Unclenched Relaxation Station, Mafau's Curios, You Take Candle, which is a candle store, the entrance to the movie theater, and Moon Beach Pop Culture Paraphernalia, and World's Watch and Jewelry Retail Repair Shop.
That's the first floor.
I'm pretty sure that's the second floor. If I'm reading
Second
my...
floor is bottom. Floor 2.
Yeah, I literally just read the ones on floor 2.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on floor 2 now. We went up the stairs while he was coming down the escalator.
The theater takes up two stories. You realize?
Yeah, I remember because I made this table.
Yeah. All right, so are we just going straight to Mafau's Curios? We're not stopping anywhere else. You don't want to go to Unclench?
When we're not worried about someone trying to eat us.
All right.
We can go and clench after we defeat the Blartar.
Yeah.
Sausage. Ugh.
Wait. Sorry, I have a character. I just realized what Adams and Son Cigar Shop and Swords was. God damn it.
I don't get it.
Gomez Adams.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
It's right
What?
next.
Adam-
It's right next to model trains for addled brains too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dick sees down the shop directory. Is like, oh, this seems like a reputable store.
We'll take you there when we're not worried about stuff going wrong.
Yes,
Sadly,
of
it's-
course.
Sadly, it's also across the street, across the mall from the Disney store, and those two are like polar opposites.
Also, has Julie ever been to like Back in Black before the whole?
I'm sure she's snuck into there a few times, but she never had the courage to buy from there because her parents would have called it the devil's clothing.
Oh.
Aw.
Either that or hookerware.
Oh.
I mean, it's knockoff, but you want to go in there, don't you?
Yeah. And Julie would be happy to go there because the shirts at Hot Topic there, or rather Back in Black, they are really comfy. Like they make it out of a good fabric, I gotta say.
Oh, sorry, I have to post this in the Melody Fun Finds.
You want to go in that store there, Julie?
Ooh.
In a bit, Weezy. In a
What?
bit.
Lydia, are you okay?
Help.
Lydia?
What Kay posted.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Back in Black in a bit, but we should do my Faust thing
Yeah.
first. And,
I'll-
maybe come
I'll
back
take-
when.
I can go with you if you want.
Yeah. We should just we shouldn't prolong our stay. Both Zoe and Celia are very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Spending money makes things normal.
All right, you guys enter Mafaus Curios, and it is a wonderfully welcome and normal sight, despite the fact that it is far bigger on the inside than its space in the mall should allow it to be.
All right, sorry for this time.
I just heard the noise Benedict made.
Benny? Oh my gosh, Benny, you're back!
What? He's still holding his giant plushies.
Why are your eyes blue? They used to be
Uh,
green.
I'm sorry.
And he walks over to the counter.
Do I know you?
Why, it's your old pal Mafaust, remember? You wandered into my shop, I helped you get a guy's job, we made a living for a bit, and then you sort of wandered out? You were one of my best salesmen!
Oh, that's why your eyes were green.
Oh.
I'm terribly sorry that I
Wait for
don't
money.
recognize you.
Maybe someone
I-
fiddled with your memory circuits. Well, it's good to see you again, Benny, all the same.
He has been asleep for like 100 years.
Yes, we found him in a cabin out near Melis's old place.
That sounds like my old Benny, alright. Well, at least you weren't sucked into a TV this time.
This time?
What?
It happened to our friend Alcoatl.
Yeah, it's interesting. I originally hired him to go into the TV to get Benny out, and Benny just had a real knack for it, and he went on wild adventures. God rest his soul.
Oh.
Well, I sincerely apologize that I am not the person you recognize. But with that being said,
Benny, baby! You'll always be Benny to me. And I gotta say, if these are your new pals, you've got yourself a crackerjack gang of friends.
I knew that was the word you were going to use, and I don't know how.
Well, it's good to see you, Matthias.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys too.
I suppose it is nice to meet someone who does recognize me.
My mom says hi.
Well, I say hi back. I miss Miracle Miri. So what can I do for you guys today? I'm guessing you're not just here to visit.
Oh, it's a little dangerous to visit from this end.
First things first, do you happen to have a book for out of time, out of place, temporal? As
Do
you know,
I? And she
your friend here has been out of what's the word? Out of the game for the last century or so.
Yeah,
Out
I
of
get
touch,
you.
out of time.
Yeah, I get you. He's out of touch Thursdays. And she reaches up as like a string suddenly dangles from the ceiling, which she pulls, and suddenly one of the shelves sinks into the wall and is replaced by a new shelf full of books that has a sign that says, So you've been ripped Van Winkled. And it's like where the books are like for where you started to where you are now, and there's a bunch of books there for different time periods.
Oh, this is quite handy.
Oh, that's really useful. Yeah.
Also weirdly specific.
That's the weirdest
Yeah.
part of the house stuff.
That's an important part of my inventory to update, and I can't make it too far into the future, or else people will get weirded out. They never expect the possums. Never expect the possums.
Hal, lad, can you hold on to one of these?
He hands over the giant plush.
Sure. He's got 5 bags, and I think 2 plushies. He holds it though.
I'll take it back from you in a second.
And he goes over, he gets, looks through the sections, is like,
Here it is.
19. It's like a late 1800s kind of deal. Plops it on the counter.
Yeah, at least we don't gotta do like introductions.
Benny, I'm the house kid. You worked for me.
Oh, that's real sweet of you, Faust.
And you sold so much literal snake oil. Brings a tear to my eye just thinking about it.
Wait, snake oil as in what?
Ethically sourced.
What?
What's
What does snake
ethically
oil do?
sourced? Snake
Well, you
oil.
get them into a snake sauna, and they drip for you a little bit, and then you give them some gerbils, and they go on their way.
Okay.
He takes the pamphlet and he puts it inside his compartment.
Thank you very much, Lady Faust.
Oh, it's so formal.
But of course.
I think he's in trying to make a good impression mode.
He kind of hears that whisper. It's like
it is never the wrong time to make a good impression.
So are you just here to help our nice robot acquaintance, or?
I have a list.
Oh. Well, I was going to say more immediate. Don't take your stuff as an immediate, but the current threat is. You hear the Supreme Authority?
Oh yeah, that guy's a real asshole.
Yeah, apparently some of his enforcers have shown up, chasing. I can't remember. Did Chuck meet her?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Chasing the rattlesnakes, and now they're after us. So.
We want to kill it.
I don't want that guy's assholes around here. They'll just muck up the whole joint.
Yeah, that's kind of our sentiment as well.
I think we were given permission by God to kill it, so you know.
Well,
we were requested by God. The seamstress.
God.
Yeah.
That also means permission.
All right, so I'm guessing you're facing some sort of needle monsters then.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like a big drinky bird.
Well,
Made of needles, yeah.
I've got something, but it's pretty strong shit.
Should we keep it away from Julie?
I would keep it away from everything.
Oh.
She's like, you're gonna need to come with me to the back for this.
That's worrying.
On a scale of 1 to this, how bad is it?
Here's the thing: those needle goons that the Supreme Authority uses, they're machinery of universal creation. Very tough shit. So one of the things that's really, really good against them is the polar opposite of that.
A machine of universal destruction?
Anti-matter?
Yeah, essentially. Less a machine and more a very caustic waste product.
Oh, okay.
Huddling around.
Thing is, you guys are made of the universe. You are star stuff, as Carl Sagan would say. So you're not gonna want to spill any of this, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think she's trying to sell us antimatter.
Like,
Oh
have you ever
my
played
God.
Minecraft and you dig down too much and you're in creative mode and you go through bedrock and then you just fall forever?
All the time.
It'll be like that.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It almost happened to Chip
okay.
the other day.
So
I mean,
don't
we were
spill
told by
this.
the Smith to unravel them. So this, I assume this will unravel everything.
Yeah, what you're gonna want to do is trick them into drinking it.
Oh.
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 Fun.
Oh. Noted.
That's how I would deal with them. Otherwise, you know, a lot of brute force could work. Just don't get stung by the damn things.
I have a great idea. I'll tell you guys. Let's proceed here.
I am good at brute force. Let's not be.
Hey! I've got a bit of an idea, but let's deal with the thing at hand first.
I'm just saying, if we have to fall back on anything, I am good at brute forcing things.
That's fair. That's fair.
We proved that with those rock giants. Sorry.
And how fast acting is this substance exactly?
Oh, it'll
If
be
you'll-
fast acting. As soon as those little bastards get it up in their beaks, they are dead. They might not know it immediately, but there's no coming back once you've got this inside you or on you.
Ooh.
And you
Noted.
suggest that we would trick these things into drinking the most lethal substance in the universe.
We would need something to put it inside.
They're not that
guys,
smart.
Guys, we can literally make shape of Zoe.
What are
My
your
shed skin. I'm
sheds?
talking about my shed skin.
Yeah.
We're just imagining everyone was just blankly staring at her for a second.
We can make a movie where you fall in love with a blind woman
What?
or a mute woman.
The Shape of Zoe.
Falling in love with a blind woman would make you the Toxic Avenger.
No. Celia, I'm talking about shedding my skin and us using my shed skin to get it to try and eat me. But it's really my
Would-
shed skin with this
would
stuff
it-
inside.
Would it be able to hold it?
I mean, it's the size and shape of me, so
But would it
Also,
be able to hold the stuff?
we'll see
Well,
when
that
we
was
see
what-
the stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Mephisto's saying they have to drink it, so this will be weird to say, but it will have to be inside the fake Zoe
My
so
shed-
it can get
Either
stabbed.
It'll have to be inside my shed skin, yes.
So it can get stabbed and then drained.
Yes.
Okay, this is weird, but I was actually thinking about the pictures you took of me, Zoe, and how they always seem to be like I look like a marionette.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at Melissa's book on I might be able to do this like a literal marionette with the puppet.
Ugh. She
To
visibly
give it a
shudders.
semblance of life. That's quite clever.
It is, yes. I'm not gonna say that mental image isn't a little creepy, but that is a very good idea, Isaac.
I suppose the next question, most prudent one, would be, would it even fall for it?
Well, it probably hunts by like detecting existence or something like that.
They're pretty stupid.
See, I see a nice, delicious teenage girl that they can
And
try
it
that
is
it can
made
try
from
to
this
eat.
reality.
Yeah.
Because even if it is not you, it is still of this reality. They might go for it anyway.
Exactly.
Or Faust, do you have anything that would give it like a false essence, like a beacon?
Yeah, that's kind of what I have to do to store it. Do you want to see?
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Faust takes you
Not
to
an
the back.
orphan, is it?
Faust takes you to the back, which looks very much like the warehouse from the end of Indiana Jones and the first one, Ark of the Covenant or whatever. The warehouse where they put the Ark of the Covenant. They revisited it in Crystal Skull, and it was like a fun moment that briefly made you remember what it was like to know joy while watching the Crystal Skull.
Like the Crystal Skull.
So she takes you down a couple aisles of this ominous warehouse, and eventually you come to a section where lying on the floor are four. They're NFT apes.
No.
They're like
No!
they're like the ape NFTs, but if they were flesh and
No.
blood, and if each of them
No.
had a swollen torso that looked to be filled by a barrel, and also they're dead, like they're taxidermied NFT apes with a barrel shoved inside their skins,
Well,
like
that
a
is
fucking oil drum shoved inside an NFT ape's body, and its limbs just sort of and head just sort of hanging limply from the top, while the legs are sprawled out and kind of flattened underneath the weight of the barrel inside their torso.
Well, that is
Mr. Faust?
certainly.
It gives them the semblance of life without actually having any of the actual content of life.
I know that you're like on a completely different moral level than us, but what the fuck?
Listen, storing this stuff is very complicated. You have to have something that has enough life to it to not eat away at the existence of the world itself, and yet is so filled with the death of anything creative or alive that it can contain this stuff. This was the best solution I could find.
Nonetheless, it is certainly macabre.
Yeah, I don't like looking at him.
I don't like looking at them either.
When I look at these apes, I see the death of the universe in their eyes.
Yeah, that would be the anti-life substance inside.
Anti-life justifies my hate.
Well then,
I thought, no, that's NAF.
Just how big are one of these things?
Well, the torso is the size of an oil drum.
yeah.
So that's like what,
Yeah.
4 feet tall, roughly, maybe
That
3.
stuff can't
The
leave.
question is, if we acquire this, how are we going to smuggle this out through the mall and solve art?
I'm not sure how you're gonna acquire it. It's very expensive.
But
That's
you
just
want this
not-
thing gone as much as we do, don't you?
I mean, I don't want it here, but I have other shops.
That stuff's not
But
going to
you-
leak, is it?
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to make sure that you guys can like safely transport this stuff, because if you spill one of these, that's gonna be way worse than one of these needle guys running around.
Yeah,
I
Uh-huh.
really should stress, this is some nasty shit.
so let's table the.
Reality destroying monkeys?
Yeah, let's table the living
Oh.
concept of an entropy
Idea.
aside and
The entropy apes.
Entrape. The
Entrape.
entrape.
I,
The entrapes, yes.
I might have an idea. What if we leave them here, and then while we're outside of the mall, there's a witching hour, and we retrieve them while they are more likely to be hunting us?
Hey, that could work.
Although,
Right.
getting it, acquiring this is the issue.
Yeah,
Although
what does
we
this
could-
cost?
Yeah, I've been worried about that.
Well, it's pretty expensive shit, and but really more so than the price. I'm gonna need some assurance that you've got a way to transport this. I can't just have you carrying it out of my shop. What if you drop it?
Your point's fair.
well,
If we come back during
mm,
a witching hour, we could have Hal's mech carry it, right?
Yeah, if you got some high tech lifting machinery, that would work. Preferably something capable of handling dimensional interference.
I'd ask Mom
so
about
let's
that
go
feature.
back to Plan A with the rattlesnakes and what they need from their
Oh,
lab.
Zoe pulls out the list. Do you have these things, Faust? They've gotta be less expensive than these.
I've got a lot of this, and I could source the remainder in a couple of days.
Days, okay.
Because this thing
Hey.
is chasing a few friends of ours, and apparently
You're
they know
you're
you as
talking
well.
about parts to make machinery that can communicate and transport itself through through the dimensional barriers to different universes. That's some high tech shit. Be thankful that it's only going to take a couple of days for me to get all these parts.
Sorry.
It's all right. You're young. You don't know these things.
And
When
by
you're
the Faust
300 years
terms of young,
old,
is like
they like secondhand to you.
Everyone's young by the Faust time.
everyone is baby.
Maybe.
So many dead babies she's seen.
Oh god.
Well.
So,
And she thought one of her own was that until she found him again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume that's a Conquered Worm reference.
Yes.
Okay.
And Conquer Worm and Faust is Corin's mom.
Oh. Okay. So, what do I need? What do we need to give you for these parts? What do we owe you?
Let's see. I don't know. What do you got?
Oh god.
Can you give us a ballpark of like the magnitude?
Well, I mean, you guys are my favorite customers. Just offer me some things. We'll see where we go.
Okay.
This plush I just found.
Oh.
Yeah, right. That covers some of the cost.
Oh, but we just got that for you.
I've
Yeah,
got
I
a,
got two more.
She picks it up and she hugs it.
Oh.
It is fair.
I've got more of mine in the girl's teeth. See what
Okay, yeah.
holds the bag?
That's a good chunk. We can say we're about a third of the way there.
I could give you one of my shits.
Ooh, yeah, that'd go real well with that weird sword you gave me.
Shh. Shh. You don't talk about the sword.
You know, I've got a couple of interested buyers.
Oh, remember, you said there would be no one who would be, like, as far as you know, who would interact with me.
I know.
Okay.
I just thought you'd be interested in it.
Okay, yeah. Let me know when it's bought.
I'm concerned about there being buyers for the Sword of Kill Zoe.
Hey, only Celia here knows about the sword.
That's what I said out of character. I am concerned.
So am I. So am
And so
I.
is Celia.
Okay, I guess I'll. Man, shedding twice in a row really sucks, but I don't want to go back out in the mall as a snake. Is there another way I could leave that I don't have to go out into the mall?
Yeah, we got that teleporting thing that we did last time.
Oh God, that sent me with that. We saw
Old Bloody Eye.
old bloody eyes when we went that last time.
Bloody eyes, oh bloody eyes. You know, Pink Eye?
No, I don't think so. Unless you know by a different name.
Well, Pink Eye. He was the guy who brought me Benny here.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, old Pink Eye. He was sort of a prospectory looking fella. He just sort of dropped you off, just trying to find a safe place for you to hide. And
Oh.
I had done
Ooh.
business with him once or twice, so
Oh. Well, I'd very much like to thank him.
yeah. He didn't have
Um,
conjunctivitis. He just didn't sleep a lot.
Oh.
Really hoping to strike gold, What would
Shot
happen to
in the-
him?
Shot in the dark, but now that the series is completely canceled and everyone behind it is dead, will these InfoWars t-shirts be worth anything?
There's a reality where this man wasn't killed in the year 2024, but did die of a heart attack from his horrible lifestyle. And there are people there that mourn him, and I would love to take their money. So yeah, give me that shit.
do you have like a restroom or something I can go shed in?
Yeah. You can also use our shed room.
Oh shit! I didn't know you had one of those.
Yeah, we got customers.
Fair enough. With this way, that way.
Yeah. She points.
Okay.
Celia adds a big stack of InfoWars t-shirts to the pile.
Zoe heads off to shed.
All right. We'll say we're about 2/3 of the way there. What else we got?
Oh, I didn't really want to part with this, but
You
Celia
can
reaches
something
into her
already, Celia.
Celia reaches into her
Oh.
into her jacket and pulls out Jill Valentine's beret.
What? Oh yeah.
Will Cope's wife's beret. Yeah, I'll take
God
that.
damn it.
Well, I thought that was Lady D.
That's a polyamorous thing.
I didn't really get this for you to pay you. I just got it for you to get it because I thought you'd like it. And he pulls out, you know that little dragon that I bought for you from the fucking bookstore when I was down there?
Yeah.
He pulls out that
Aww.
exact same dragon, and he puts it on the counter. I mean, I just got it because I thought you'd like it.
All right. For that, I'll let you keep Jill Valentine's beret, and we'll call it even.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Will Cope's got tons of money. He can buy his wife a new beret.
A part of me did kind of wonder, it's like, haha, what if the prospector was all bloody eyes, and then that happens, like, oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Had to go,
Yeah, I asked you
go
to.
into existence, how did I?
Oh no, that was when I mentioned the prospector. That was literally what I meant. That was not a misdirect. That was literal foreshadowing.
It's like, oh,
Well,
wasn't all bloody eyes a prospector? Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah, he was. Only prospector I've mentioned in the campaign so far, in fact.
Yeah, that's true.
Isaac was
So he
getting
eventually
ready
comes
to
back.
offer one of the recipes he found in Melissa's grimoire.
But is it a tasty recipe?
Melis made it.
Then it is.
Magical.
The taste is certainly magical.
Zoe eventually comes back, her skin pinker than usual, carrying 2 lumps of Zoe skin. Here you go, Faust.
All right, thank you. You you okay there, kid? You want some gushers?
Shedding twice in a row sucks.
You want some gushers? Give you a nice sugar rush to.
Sure.
All right, you get a pack of gushers.
Zoe just like does the snake jaw thing and just tosses the whole pack into her mouth.
They don't even have time to scream before they are crushed by the constricting walls of your throat.
Oh God!
Just absolute.
Did you not even unwrap it?
No,
Well, that's going to be painful.
not really. My stomach's really good at digesting things. I should not be explaining this.
They should have seen her.
What was for?
She got a whole watermelon down. It was great.
No, no, Celia, no. We don't talk about that.
Some Looney
Why? You're
Tunes
so proud of
nonsense.
it.
I just.
Thank you for your generosity, Lady Faust.
Thank you
Oh,
for
is that
stopping
enough?
by, Penny. Thank you for stopping by, Penny. Just like your friends, you're welcome any time. And yeah, that was enough.
Sweet.
So the question is, how do we get out without being noticed by?
Well, you guys can use the method that some of you used last time. It will deposit you somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where.
Personally, I think we should just finish him off while we're here and be done with it.
Do you think that's a good idea, Faust?
That's between you and your god.
Isaac?
I mean, I still think we could probably try that. Come back during the witching hour. Avoid having to roll a giant taxidermy ape through the mall.
Yeah, I suppose we still had to buy the taxidermy apes.
Yeah, you guys haven't paid me for those yet. This was purely
Yeah.
for the rattlesnake
And-
parts. You're gonna have to get me something pretty
remember,
fucking
they-
good if
they
you want
said-
to roll with poison.
I remember. We still have the Melody Light Show Cobra Gunner plan.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
true.
true.
But like,
Let's hold off on the Forbidden Sippy right now.
the what?
Sippy.
The what?
The forbidden sippy hidden inside the entropy apes.
Golly.
The
That
no
was-
force tax. Yes, NFTs. No force taxidermy.
That was Hal saying that, by the way.
Yeah, Zoe's just looking at him like, what the fuck?
What else would you call it?
I can't argue.
If we need the Forbidden Sippy, we can get it easier through a witching hour, and also not have to haul it through the mall.
Yes, that. Okay.
I agree with you. Not too
Yeah.
much the wordage because that just killed me, Hal. But
Yep.
What else is it?
You've killed 2 of us, Al.
Can we get a ballpark of what the price might be? Or what are they?
Oof. I haven't had a lot of people try to buy this ship before. Something legendary.
Oh.
Yeah, it's stuff that like undoes the very existence of something. We're talking about deader than dead here, guys. It's expensive, high-end murder fuel. To quantify this in normal terms, it's like you're trying to ask me to buy some raw plutonium. I feel like it requires a pretty hefty price.
At first, I thought you were going to try to sell us raw plutonium.
I mean, essentially, it's the multiversal equivalent.
Yeah,
I wonder what would happen if we got Susan to make a sword out of plutonium.
Oh my god.
You'd have the blade of cancer.
We have the Commandira sword.
Yeah, I don't even think a sword made of injured cold would cover that.
Out of character is like, yeah, this seems like a Godzilla threshold we might want to save.
Yeah, it's good to know this is here, but I don't know if we have
This is basically
anything.
the D&D equivalent of going to the store and seeing like the high-end adamantine Vorpal +5 sword on
It's
the
a
wall.
wishblade. It's like a fucking wishblade.
As loath as I am to put the rattlesnakes in harm's way, we will nonetheless need to build this beacon if we are to reunite them with their kin.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a rattlesnake.
Rad.
Hopefully they don't owe you a tab.
Rattlesnakes haven't stopped in before, other than that time you guys brought Chuck with you.
No, we should point them your way.
I know of them. I've
What-
been kind
what-
of stories.
What do you know of them?
Oh well, okay. So their reality it's very strictly governed, very hands-on weaver of fate, as it were. And everything has their assigned roles. They have to live by those roles and they have to act by those roles. And the Rattlesnakes apparently just said fuck that, which they weren't
Fair.
supposed to do. No one's really clear how. Their leader is Cobra Gunner, and it's rumored that he stole a needle from heaven. One of the tools of the Supreme Authority, and used that to sort of restitch things so that the Rattlesnakes could break out of the mold. And the Supreme Authority didn't like that, so they fought back, and eventually the Rattlesnakes broke out, and ever since then they've been on the lam, as it were, from their home reality. They sneak into other realities, cause a bit of a ruckus, and eventually mosey on to different parts when the law catches up with them. A real sort of Dukes of Hazzard-y sort of story, but without the weird fetishization of the Confederate South.
Okay. That's about what we put together. But it's good to have, like, confirmation.
I wonder if Cobra Gunner still has this needle in his possession.
Yeah, he's sort
Assumedly.
of the enigma of the Rattlesnakes, their mysterious benefactor.
Huh. Well, would you like us to point them your way when we get them all here?
Yeah, I'd love to sell to some multiversal scams. I'm sure they've got all sorts of things to trade.
Cool.
I wonder what a scone would go for.
A scone? Do you mean like food? Or do you
No.
mean like a
don't
scone-shaped
know.
object that fell from heaven?
A scone of ages.
You see, Mephaus' eyes, which are always an amber hue, they shine like molten gold.
Oh.
Do you have a scone of ages?
No, but
No.
we might be in a position to get one soon.
You get me a scone
yeah.
of ages, I will sell you anything you like.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's not.
Not
We
exactly
don't know how likely
comforting.
that is.
Well, let me know, because I'm serious. Anything.
Well, that's good to know. We'll keep that in mind.
Alright, ta-ta!
so are we going through the hole or through the mall?
It's up to
I want to
you.
beat up this Blartar.
It's like, in case we do need to use this antimatter you speak of, it's like we'll need to deal with the, he does finger quotes, Blartar, sooner or later.
Oh yeah, do you have anything that can help us kill the Blartar?
Yeah, you want some guns?
Okay, never mind.
You have a gun.
Yes, no, I have an AK-47. It's fine.
I mean, I've got this rocket launcher right here.
Oh my god, I don't
Would
think
it
we
be
can
more
use that
fun
in
if
the
I
mall.
dramatically chucked it out to you from a helicopter halfway through the fight?
That would be pretty cool. What would that cost?
Well, Celia could give me that beret.
Celia is wearing the beret at the moment.
No, it's fine. That one's serious.
I mean, technically that one's Jill Valentine's.
It's serious now.
Wouldn't it be Jill Cope?
No, she keeps her last name. I'm not taking her identity away from her.
Does anyone else have anything they can trade? Like me, Benedict, and Celia have given a bunch, and Hal have given a bunch of things.
The only thing I would trade is something I can't get rid of from my body. So
I can always offer another plushie.
Billy pulls out a doily, and I made this. Faust looks at the doily, looks very closely at the needlework. Oh yeah, that counts. Here. Oh, so you want me to drop off the rocket launcher halfway through the fight, or do you just want it
Yeah.
right now?
Yes. Whoever's
All right.
in the best position you see to use it.
All right.
And make sure to dramatically yell their name.
Yes.
Well, it's a shame we can't drop it in a volcano.
We don't know what the Blartar's natural lair is.
Yeah. We don't know what's gonna
We've
happen.
never been here in a witching hour.
Fuck you, Wesker.
All right. So, do you guys go out to face your blart?
Yeah.
I guess.
So if
Let's
we're
do it,
going,
guys.
so if we're
Huh?
going to slay this thing, how do we do it without arousing suspicion?
Yeah, it is kind of the middle of the afternoon.
Well, I say we find him when he's near an alley, we drag him in, and we just beat him.
But to be fair,
To be fair,
you need to make sure he actually is a monster, not just a creepy, racist, multiphobic.
I
I
guess
mean,
I would need to get
are
a
we
look
at the
him.
point where there's really a difference between that and a monster?
Monster
Yeah,
is a choice.
yeah.
Honestly,
did
some of the
kill.
monsters are more people than the traits we've just described.
Yeah. She raised her hand.
I'm gonna.
And if anyone's putting up moral objections to that, it's like Benedict, meanwhile, is like, I've killed racists.
Yeah, I mean, he lived in the 1800s. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
oh
that's
man,
kids.
he's probably killed plantation owners.
Oh my god, have you?
I wish I could kill a plantation owner.
Like, I can't speak for the number of people I have killed in the name of defense of other people.
Awesome.
But it's more than zero.
It is definitely not zero.
It's a fucking cool robot butler we got.
You've got a racist killing robot butler.
That's the best kind of robot butler.
This is one of the best days we've had, guys.
This machine kills fascists.
Wait, is there anyone who's lived in my house who hasn't killed?
Everybody can have a little
Wait.
murder as a treat.
Who's lived in her house?
lived in your house. I don't know. You would know that better than us.
What were her parents up to?
She doesn't know that, but she was referring to everything after that.
Oh geez, Keiko's parents were secret agents and
You know, don't know.
the elder daughters following in their footsteps.
You don't know whether the Devil Dragon has actually killed people.
That's a good point as well.
That's true. I like to
Did
think
we just profile the dragon?
And if we count Rufus, I'm pretty sure he
Oh,
just
no.
gets stoned.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't live in my house. He lives on the property.
His property.
Cold Obi-Wan.
Our property.
He would say that. You know that house has been in my family since the Melody.
Is that so?
Well, we didn't always go by the Westfield. We kind of changed our name to avoid.
What is your name then?
Our current name is Westfield, although previously it was a more traditional last name.
What was it?
We would retain a clan as a Nishino. We were the retainer clan called the Nishino.
Kaiko Nishino.
Well, Kaiko Westfield now. I wouldn't say I'm quite a samurai retainer who fled the Boshin War, but
Man, a lot of like life stuff is coming out today.
I mean that's just family history and why my family owns the shitty lakeside property that was swampy and shitty for most of Melody's history until now, when the homeowners association realized, hey, that's good lakefront property we could bulldoze and put lakefront condos in.
You have my condolences.
Glad you don't know what the homeowners society is.
Don't worry, if you answer a phone, you'll probably be hearing a lot of them every day that's not Sunday.
Mom just answers with an air horn. She doesn't care who's calling, she just answers with an air horn. It usually works.
I mean, but
Yeah, I made that mistake the other.
both of us own our properties, yet the homeowners association still calls.
They usually stop every 1 or 2 air horns. At least for a while. And it's really funny in the meantime.
So they get a
Yeah,
new
fair.
person.
They used to drive up to try to drive with my house. Not lately though. Although if they did, they probably light their tires on fire.
So how do we want to do this?
Let's maybe try to go out the front door first.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he doesn't catch us, like, there's not much we can do. But if he does catch us, he'll probably, like, bring us into a fight.
You walk into his character model and it triggers the boss fight.
What if we were to hide everyone and like make it look like it's just one of us, so he can ambush
I was about
us?
to. Good thinking. I was about to say, we are safest together. However, what if we were to trick him?
We could
He went.
spread out at the food court.
Yeah. We just need to like keep each other in like line of sight.
Hey, Matthias, do you have a bag of holding?
This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is
It's
Monster
called-
of the Week. It's a powered by the Apocalypse RPG and does not have access to Wizard of the Coast items.
However, it does have ender chests, which are apparently from Atlantis.
Yes, Minecraft is canon. Dungeons and Dragons is not.
God damn it.
But yes, you guys did find enough for 2 ender chests. So yeah.
That is true.
Which
Yeah, just make that shit on a crafting bench.
came from Atlantis, apparently.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Shit's weird.
Do you have a crafting bench we could use?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Okay, I have an idea. So
I could, lay a trap.
Kaiko has an idea.
How about we activate him tomorrow, and when he accosts us, we activate a witching hour, catching him off guard, and go from there?
Would that
Would a
remove
witching-
the civilian equation?
It would.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if he is actual proper melody monster, and not a civilian, he'll show his true colors, and we can ambush from there.
Fewer
I haven't gotten a
monsters.
good look, so I couldn't tell if he has, true monstrous features yet.
Hey, you have the sight.
Also, your camera.
Oh yeah. Oh, Oh yes, Benedict.
So what I'm gathering is that we lure him into a false sense of superiority.
Yeah, like some of us
Yeah.
can go pretend to split up, go shopping in some stores,
Hmm.
and then
Is it-
we trigger the ambush.
Yeah. In fact, so he's gonna go to the door real quick, crack it open, and peek out.
Saul Blart is on the other side of the walkway, at the other side, like on the other half of the top floor of the mall. Sort of looking about. He doesn't notice you.
So he, except for camera, snaps the photo and closes the door. That was perfect timing, actually. He's like outside, not looking at us, but he's,
Across the way.
yeah. What's the photo look like, TT?
You took a photo of him?
Yeah.
Okay. When you take the photo of him, it's a very similar phenomenon that you've seen very recently. The photo is scratched.
Oh. Faust, what does this mean?
It means something cut your picture.
No, I just, how though? I just took this.
Well, obviously you took a picture of something very sharp.
I took a picture of Saul Blart.
Oh.
I guess
Isaac's
he's a
gonna
sharp
open the
cookie.
door and crack and peek outside at him.
What, Isaac?
Isaac's gonna crack open the door and take a peek.
You notice, so you're looking at him with the sight, yes? Like specifically?
Yes, the sight.
All right. His human disguise looks just slightly transparent. And you can see strings hanging from his limbs.
Oh.
They're not the same color of thread that you see on yourself and Julie and others, though.
Invasive species.
Is it the same hue that Orenberg had? The halo
No.
around him?
No.
Okay, good.
How about the bird?
You know, you didn't look. Did you look at the bird at the site?
I think you did. You mentioned it glinting like metal.
That was when it was invisible.
Oh, right.
I guess I didn't outright say I used the site.
Yeah. We gotta make that explicit, because I can't give away all my secrets just for free. I want to build some tension. So we'll say inconclusive on that question.
Okay.
Needs more data.
That's concerning, seeing how the only things that I've ever been able to not get their picture taken was the bird, the needle bird thing, and fucking Sanyik.
It appears he is not of this realm.
I think you might be right. I think it might be an intruder from a different reality space because I'm seeing threads, but they're not like the ones we use
Miss
that were made
Hazeltall,
of.
you mentioned he's been menacing you for quite some time. Do you?
Menace, antagonizing, standing in my way. I don't like him. I don't care for this fella.
An invasive species, perhaps, that's carved out a niche for itself.
Yeah, and just a real piece of shit. Let's kill him.
And he does seem to be intrusive of people's space and time.
Also, apparently, he's eaten some of Julie's high school acquaintances,
Cronies.
cellmates.
Cronies.
They were only friends with you because your mom was rich, weren't they?
You know, we were kind of friends because it was socially profitable to be so.
I'm so glad you're our friend now, Julie.
Yeah, I kind of am too. It's like you taught me the meaning of actual human connection and shit.
Also, fighting monsters is cool.
And we got a robot butler. Jesus.
So yeah, I don't know. The Isaac's site and my picture thing are kind of wigging me out about this guy, guys.
Well, more of the point, we got 40 minutes till the mall closes, so we should probably hop to it.
Yeah. Also true. So are we doing this now, or?
Leroy Jenkins.
Is that Mafal saying that, holding the rocket launcher?
I don't want to feel like
That's Julie saying that, but
At least we have chicken.
Okay, so how about we snap
I don't want to be the stick in the mud.
Mafal, if we activated the witching hour in here, would that just teleport your shop where it usually is, or would it still be in the mall?
no, my shop's in both locations when it's the witching hour.
Like, would we be able to leave like, into the mall, or would we be leaving into the other place?
You'd leave into the mall. That's where we are right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird metaphysical question that we needed to be sure.
Yeah, I understand. Sorry, I was snippy.
Different realities, different rules, and all that.
I forget which things aren't obvious to you, but are obvious to me sometimes. It's a different perspective.
So if we activate witching hour in here, we can all swarm out of the door of the shop and then blitz them.
Yeah, alright.
That would also give the bird outside a witching hour. Do we want to risk that?
Yeah, but we're not going to be fighting him outside of a witching hour. A witching hour is going to happen regardless when dealing with this thing.
Sometimes you have to kill one demon to get another.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, when have we slain a monster that wasn't outside of witching hour?
The bird, actually.
We didn't slay it.
Slain.
Fair.
We couldn't land a hit on it because it was technically ethereal.
If we're going to fight this thing, I'm going to need a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I have.
this was yours way back when,
Oh,
Benny.
second.
And it's yours now. She hands Benedict, a very large croquet mallet.
This will suffice.
You're not getting that cane yet.
What cane?
That's me talking out of character.
Oh, I know, and I've decided to respond in character. What cane?
Well, I mean, Adams and Son is also down the way if we want to make a break for it during the witching hour, but...
I was
All right.
classically trained in swordplay.
Mephaus, do you mind if I leave all my bags and stuff here?
Yeah, I'll take care of them.
Thank
And
you.
I won't sell them to anyone else.
Thank you.
That's a good
I
idea.
could try-
It's a good idea, actually.
Oh.
I don't want Mr. Wiggums to come into any harm.
Who?
Wait.
Aww.
This one is Mr. Wiggums.
You named it. That's Aww.
Of course, every toy requires a name.
Aww. Aliens over here just.
Hal.
What?
Hey, Hal.
Yes?
Hey, just a moment. Kind of take him to the side, and it's just like, I know this might be a little touchy, but I saw what happened with you and Drake, and how it's kind of bothered you since then.
Yeah.
And I think you should be the one to carry this. And Isaac, managing to sneak the sword into the mall, hands over El Coatl's sword.
Dude.
I'm not a frontline fighter. This is better in your hands, and I think its blessings will be better wielded by you.
Are you sure? I mean...
Time. Accept your destiny. Hal Coatl.
Shut up.
How cool.
We can't go back on that now.
I'll fucking kill you.
The legend returns.
I'll fucking kill you.
So wait, Hal adorning the Lutinat mask?
No.
No, the sword. But I'm going to
Well, if you're sure, I mean, I'll take it.
I tried using it at the zoo. I cannot. I'm not. I'll stick with the guns and apparently magic now.
All right. Can you give me the stats for that? And I will put it on my sheet.
Hold on.
With the rest of
The
my...
sword was.
Where's my overpowered shit? I keep acquiring.
Well, this one, out of character, I specifically designed this blade with the intention of someday giving it to Hal.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is your blade. The blade of Hal Coatl.
No.
Face it, you are the spin-off sequel series.
It's the ultimate, not ultimate, but it's a support weapon.
This fits Hal pretty good, actually. Nice. Well, thanks, Isaac. I mean, that actually means a lot to me.
Of course.
Alright, are we ready to kill a security guard now?
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm just really, really craving blood right now.
Yeah, let's go spill some. Leroy! And Julie tears
Julia
open
got the
witching
taste for
hour
blood earlier.
as we open the door of the Faust shop. You all feel your ears pop, you reflexively close your eyes, and as you step out into an empty mall, you see, standing at the other side of the pathway, standing about 1 foot high, the tiniest little needle bird you have ever seen. It is roughly the equivalent of a Drinky Bird toy. Just made out of needles, so more frail and thin.
Oh god, he's a mall cop, so he doesn't have as much power as an actual cop.
Of course.
Oh my god, it's an authority figure. God.
It looks at you with its little googly eyes and says, "Ah, shit."
Benedict looks at his croquet mallet. Excellent.
Wait,
Watch
what
it.
did I walk back in on?
We have revealed the
Saul
true
Blart,
form
true
of Saul
form.
Blart. which is a
Small bird.
1 foot high needle bird. Roughly the size, shape, and silhouette of a Drinky Bird toy, complete with googly eyes on its head needle.
What?
Excellent.
Because it's a mall
Because he's a
cop.
mall cop. A toothless imitation of a real cop.
Oh my god!
So wait, is it the same?
I've been building this joke for years! Way back in the last
Holy
incarnation
shit.
of Melody! Because we never saw Saul Blart's true form. You fought his Minotaur, not Saul Blart. Or Saul Bart.
Oh my god!
We finally
Oh,
got there!
You sound so excited.
pull the string, confetti falls.
This is why I didn't let you have that easy win of figuring it out. Because damn it, I wanted this reveal.
That made it so intimidating. Holy
Wait.
shit.
Wait. Is he imitating the Drinky Bird, or is he his one?
Hey,
He's just a weaker Drinky Bird.
listen, I know what you're thinking. And what you're thinking is, that guy's just a cute, harmless little bird. I should let him go. And
I would very
that's
much
what
like
you
to-
that's
I
what
would
you
very-
should think. You should just let me go.
I would very
Hey,
much like to
Benedict, that
punch
looks
this
roughly
guy.
gnome size.
Question: how many teenagers and kids have you eaten over the years?
Oh, jeez, none, of course.
Is he lying?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, that's bullshit, and we both know it.
Okay, so I've had a couple snacks here and there. Listen, I gotta eat things to stay in this world, you know? It's not my
you
fault.
Were you gonna eat me when you tried to grab me the last time I was in here?
Okay, listen, that's nothing personal, Dare. I just was hungry, you see? And listen, I got someone else that day, so you don't have to worry about it.
Whoa, who did you get?
Don't worry about it. It was someone else, you know? Look at me, I'm a cute little guy. Just let me go, okay?
Who?
I don't know, some kid had baggy pants, you know, he should have cut his hair, really, I think.
I am
Do
going
you
to
even-
bite you,
Do you
and I
even
don't
have
know
any
if I'm
blood?
going to stop.
Do you even have blood?
No, you know, I'm just a little tiny little bird. Why don't you just let me go, you know? We don't have to fight.
I am going to bite you, and I
Hey,
don't know if
okay,
I'm ever
okay,
going to stop.
Okay, wait a minute. I have choice. Yeah?
How hungry is the fire right now?
Oh, it's always hungry.
Like in response to this.
It has the same idle curiosity as last time. This thing, you know, it can consume it, but it's not its preferred food.
So
Might be time to find
so
out
it
its melting
wouldn't
point.
have the conflagration it had.
What?
So it wouldn't do the thing when it ate the Drake vomit.
Yeah, I
It
probably
wouldn't
wouldn't do that
explode.
terrifying. It probably wouldn't know. Listen, I've got some treasure in my basement. If you wait up here, I'll go get it, and I'll give it to you, and then that
that's
way
a
we're...
lie, isn't it?
It's a half-truth. He does have something very valuable in the basement.
Why don't you?
So you
Why
have the
would-
Minotaur. So in the basement you have the Minotaur.
Oh, who would keep a Minotaur in some sort of labyrinthine basement? That'd be real creepy right
Everyone.
there, I tell you what.
I love
know.
Michael's class feature right now because everything he's
Yeah.
saying, he's just confirming.
Yeah, he's got a Minotaur in the basement.
Tycho? Unless you have something better to do, I'm going to bite him.
Listen, I know you guys are angry at me for reasons I can't quite understand, but listen, you know,
God.
we can be friends, you know? Do you
No.
got anyone you need drunk? I mean,
I don't.
I don't mean inebriated. I mean, you need someone to have their essence sucked out of them until they're dead. I could
I
do
don't-
that for you.
I don't befriend child eaters. That's why I broke up with my second boyfriend. He
What?
really liked veal.
Yeah?
I just want a 12 on kick some ass for the fire to act of its own accord.
Okay. As you throw fire at it,
Kaiko didn't do it. I'm gonna flavor this so she doesn't do it consciously.
As the fire surges out on an unconscious whim, the drinky bird Saul Bart says, "Wait, no, you haven't even backstory." Ah!
I was kind of curious about his backstory, I admit.
Yeah, what?
Fuck you, Supreme Authority.
Is he dead already?
Yeah,
What?
Wow.
the Minotaur is dangerous. Saul Bart's a bitch.
Well, that was somewhat underwhelming.
Yeah, I was worried about that for nothing.
He
Yeah.
does.
Kaiko, I wanted to bite that guy.
He does.
I didn't have any say in that. That just sort of happened.
Doesn't he still
Oh
have
hell.
like a thing in the basement that we should probably?
I think
Yeah.
I think that was the Minotaur that was mentioned.
Hey, hell, I
He
know
was
the
down there,
perfect
yeah.
place we could shove a Minotaur safely. We do know a very angry hedge maze.
As the
Ooh.
fire recedes into Kaiko's hand, Julie walks over to the molten slag that is Saul Bart, and she somewhat absentmindedly picks at it and pulls out a red string.
What's that?
I don't know, thread. Guess it was fireproof.
Got it.
It's maybe the string of whatever it made.
He did say something as he was. We could maybe take that and use it for something.
Julie's playing with it in her hands, again, just sort of absentmindedly, and as she does, it takes on a more and more purple shade, and then you can't see it anymore.
Oh.
Interesting.
She wove it back into the tapestry.
Julie, what'd you do?
Cat's Cradle, like it? Whoa. Huh, alright. Weird
No,
goat
not
thread.
alright. What did you do?
I don't know, I just sort of tied it into a knot, and then it disappeared.
Julie's the new hand of the seamstress.
That's not an answer, is it?
No, it is.
Not what?
Well, I was very much hoping to use this croquet mallet.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine.
It's apparently been starving and hasn't been fed, and apparently it hitting the big one and not doing anything made it a wee bit miffed.
Whet the appetite, as it were.
It was denied getting the big one, so it went for the little one, apparently.
And what is it exactly?
Some sort of living, ticking time bomb in my body.
It seems familiar to me.
Does it?
Malice called it wisp fire.
Ah, my master called it balefire.
Oh.
That is because it lit hay bales on fire?
Because it's evil.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, we know. I'll say this: we know who did it more than your master did. You're back then now.
I'd very much like to have a chat with these fellows.
Yeah, but that's not.
Basically, there's a few things in this that you don't want to have a chat with.
Damn it. Now it's gonna bug me. What was his backstory?
We'll never know. Because you killed him.
So sorry if I denied that, but I thought that would be a good character moment.
It was.
Yes,
It
it
was.
was.
But, you know,
Although Melis did say I could control it, but
The dangerous thing to play with fire.
Well, it's either
Yeah,
that
on
or
the other hand, we fucking smoked that bitch.
Quite literally, it seems.
Zoe goes over and pokes the slag.
now that that's dealt with, what does the Bewitched Mall look like?
Well, it's the lights are off, but there's like a weird blue underlight. You kind of killed the master of the mall, so now it's in flux.
Oh
Are
no.
we the new master of the ball?
There's a
Well,
power
something-
vacuum.
Something's gonna start moving in.
Hey, so it was the door. Hey, Mephaus, Fritz Small, it's dead.
Whoa! Shit, you melted it?
Yeah.
Bring that to me. Please.
Okay. Oh, he goes and scoops it up. Here you go.
How do you scoop up the molten slag?
Oh God, that's a good point. You
Julie's
got something to
hand
scoop it up?
Julie's hand, probably.
You got something to scoop it up, Mephaus?
Yeah, and she tosses you a fucking fucking dustpan.
Does Julie's hand turn into like
Zoe?
a metal broom?
Yeah, and so Julie helps sort of, push the slag onto the dustpan, which somehow, despite looking like an ordinary plastic dustpan, holds the molten metal very well.
Huh.
And you
Yeah, I'm
guys
not
bring
gonna
the
question
flag, and Mephaus is like, ooh, yes. Genuine veil-piercing metal. Now I can do some
Oh.
wonders with this.
Like what?
Well, I can make some needles.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Okay.
Tell you what, you decide how much of this you want to give to me. I'll get it, all bundled up, and I'll let you have whatever you want to take. And we'll just call it store credit.
Can we do anything with this?
You can do a lot with this.
Like what?
This is metal for sewing universes and piercing the barriers between universes.
Okay, yeah. I get that.
If you want to make a universal traveling ship, you need to make it out of this. If you want to make a weapon that is good against pan-dimensional scourges, you make it out of this.
Maybe we should take this to Susan.
We could take some of this to Susan.
I don't think Susan would want anything to do with this, knowing her.
I would
But
like
she
a little
knows-
bit of it.
What?
Just saying, I would like some of it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no. We're just trying to figure out what we can do with this. I don't think Susan would need all of it.
Also, I don't think, given that Susan knows Carly, who uses this, and knows what it's used for, I don't think Susan would want anything to do with it.
I don't know. We should at least ask her.
Kaiko is trying to respect the
I mean,
wishes of the old crew because they've been through shit.
Maybe wait until our relationship with Susan's a little bit better.
Yeah. Because Kaiko
Yeah,
feels that
keep it-
anytime she goes there, she gives Susan bad memories.
Maybe keep the god tier metal in reserve. For
Later.
for later. Maybe we don't have something to do with the god tier metal yet, but we might want to use that later.
I have some ideas I could use it for.
I mean, I can't think of anything right now, but do you want anything, Julie?
I'm pretty sure my hand's made of that, so I'm good.
Although, it is Bewitched, but the Hot Topic, well, not well, the Back in Black is empty of everyone. Hello?
She just gave an excited gasp. Did that not come through? Was that too quiet?
No.
It was just dead silence, and I'm like, oh.
I was waiting for you to react. Yeah, we didn't hear that.
That was my reaction. I was the
Yeah, we didn't hear
That came
that.
through.
It was the gasp. I did an excited gasp.
Do any of the store products look different in Bewitched Melody?
Not at the moment.
I'm assuming it's because we killed the blur.
Not from the outside.
Oh.
The mall is in flux, I'll say.
That
Well,
said, we should
let's-
probably go investigate that Minotaur he has in the basement.
You know,
Probably not
Betty.
that running around.
I'm not
But I
suggesting this. Actually, out of character, it's just like Betty would probably be the best entity to take over the ownership of the mall.
I'm not sure that that's a good idea. It's like, there'd be advertisements
No,
everywhere.
that's why Isaac would never say that out loud. It's just like he's thinking that to himself, like, "Oh man, what if Betty took over?"
Let's just put Spamton in charge of the mall. That can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Now's your time to be a big shot.
Holy Congadaro!
Come on down to Big Benny's hell.
And all it costs is that big red thing on your chest.
Home of challenge pissing. I guess that would be what happens to Bukake. Or Bukake, I'm sorry.
Christ.
Wait a minute.
All right. So you guys go down to the basement. The third story of the mall, or I guess the bottom story of the mall, and it is indeed a labyrinth. And posted outside the exit of the labyrinth, which is where you head to from the bottom floor, to the basement, because the person in the labyrinth wouldn't be dropped off at the exit; they'd be dropped off at the the entrance farthest away from the exit. Posted at the bottom of the labyrinth is this huge, robotic, vaguely Minotaur-shaped machine.
Oh, we could give this to rattlesnakes.
And it is inactive because its pilot is not currently piloting it.
Because it's dead.
Because Saul Bart's normal way of operating was that he'd capture his foes when they were unaware, drop them in the labyrinth, and then go to the control room and pilot this thing to kill them. But you guys got the drop on him when he wasn't expecting anyone to be around. You fucking sequence broke this boss fight.
You sound pissed, sort of pissed about that.
Well, no, because we did this boss fight before. So I'm kind
yeah.
of glad we didn't do it. It'd be really fucking redundant. But it's just fucking funny that if anyone has listened to the previous, failed incarnations of Offbeat Melody, that we just went back to this boss, completely skipped it, and just killed his little minion form that got away last time.
Strategies.
Just it's very karmic. It's like finished business.
Yeah.
Aw. Another curse broken.
Yeah. This
So-
time, Saul Bart didn't get away.
So, something is going to fill this void, this territory, and pilot this thing.
Unless we take it now.
Yeah, I kind of want to give it to the rattlesnakes because they're really good with machines.
They could repurpose it.
Yeah.
But is this...
Julie looks at the robot and she sees where it's plugged in, and she reaches up and she pulls the plugs out, and then she sticks her needle hand.
Oh
into
God.
it. And the Minotaur gets up. He's like, "Oh shit, that worked."
Well, then.
Sweet. Oh, we could have it help us fight the needle thing when we go to do that.
Hmm.
Even if it gets scrapped in the fight, it's still a lot of stuff that the rattlesnake probably do something with.
Yeah. All right, we got ourselves a Minotaur, and she makes the Minotaur do goofy poses.
God damn it.
I'm gonna say it does JoJo poses, even though I've never watched JoJo.
Unknown JoJo poses.
You guys will get while that's funny, while I, the joke teller, will not.
Schrodinger's JoJo pose. God, I feel like that's a stand. Okay, is it?
Probably not.
What Schrodinger's JoJo pose?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Is there a stand that correlates to at all?
Not name, because that's not a band name, Nora.
No, I don't mean literally by name. I mean that kind of like ability-wise.
That turns you into a statue.
Maybe.
Well, there's scary monsters and super creeps. That'll turn you into a dinosaur and or a statue.
Yeah, that counts.
Wait a minute. Is that Pineapple Despot still a safari store?
And you guys proceed to shoplift from several stores in the mall
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't agree to this.
before ending your visit and the session.
Listen, Pineapple
Excellent.
Despot, when they switch branding.
Meanwhile, in the wilderness, the needlepoint bird that Isaac trapped onto the ground has almost completely gotten all the bits of dirt off of its feet. And as it's stepping, it feels a disturbance and sees the sky turn purple. And as the sky turns purple, something moves out of the forest on silver legs as a second of its kind emerges into view, having been allowed to manifest in the witching hour.
Oh.
Good session, guys!
I'm